All right, then. So the last time that I left you guys to your own devices, you guys got a little wet with multiple different versions of liquid, either old stagnant river water and blood, because you hopped into the water underneath the Lucky Bones, found some shell sentinels, got really cut up by them, regrouped, and then dove back down and fought off an entire tribe of fishy humanoids known as scum. After exploring more of the underground Lucky Bones area once that was taken care of, you ended having found apparently the valve room underneath the pumps that had been missing a piece that you found on the scum's chieftain, Ungul Pa. You found the vault door to the Grey Spider's vault and the skeletal remains of Guildmaster Bacchus and looted the shit out of him. And then you found an infernal gentleman by the name of Shursagat, a drowning devil who has apparently been bound as a guardian here in the tunnels, who you spoke with for about 35 seconds and then ran, fleeing, just pissing in the water behind you, up, out, slammed the door shut. And because you also found down there a group of aquatic elves from a village known as Asazazi, further down the coast, who had been captured by the scum for several days. And you had heard their story and their woes about how they had come to Kintargo looking for their old ally Shensen, who, and unfortunately, were not able to find her, and while they were looking, they were captured. And desperate as they were, they asked for your help with whatever is besieging their village at the moment, and you decided that to ask them to help you with the underwater area part of the Lucky Bones as kind of a quid pro quo, like you help us now, we'll help you then. And they said sure, just as long as you can give us some equipment for it, which pretty much they just asked for tridents, daggers, and leather armor. After that, there was a bunch of magic item identification going on, and then you guys were getting ready to address the rest of your day, and that's where we left you. So it's 3 or 4 in the afternoon right now. You guys have some wounds, some ability damage, a host of new magical items, and just shy of a half dozen new friends. What do?
I sleep. I take big nap.
Well, are you gonna sleep right now, or are you gonna go out in town and prepare stuff today, and then let Sugtok nap stack you?
I'm not feeling super great right now, but we got a few hours of daylight left. We should prepare before we fight that thing. Flickie, the more I think about it, the more terribly spooked I was. You said it's a water devil?
A drowning devil.
Where are you guys right now?
They are in their sleepy nap time bedrooms.
But yeah, we're up to the room, but I guess if we're sitting here talking before going into the rooms, hey, you wanna go see if the guys wanna go into town for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
I wanna cast. I've got a spell I can use on all of us before we go to sleep tonight that will make us feel 8,000% better tomorrow morning. So before we leave for the night, I want to meet up again, but I want to get some gear to fight that thing.
Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, I just need to get my spells back and get my my stats back up where they need to be. And then we'll go from there. I don't know if I need to hang out with you guys and follow them around town.
I'm going to come on a little shopping party. We'll try to keep our heads low. I'll try to keep my head low. And then I'm going to wander back over.
I am fairly well off at the moment, so I want to help out our new friends. So we can go shopping. Do you guys want to go and grab them the some basic armor and weapons? I know there's actually some tridents downstairs.
Well,
I
I actually think it would be a great idea if I went over by Hedemann's and just saw what he has on his clearance rack. I'll pick out enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outfits, and I'll bring them back probably tomorrow, because once I do that, I'll need to head home because it's getting rather late in the afternoon. Now that I am back in the city, I am expected to. I can no longer be Truett as much as I have been.
I have a spell that it lasts for 8 hours after I cast it. So just right before you go home, before you're going to go to sleep tonight, we should all meet up.
That's fine. I'll go to Hedemann's. I'll find those outfits. I'll bring them back here. It shouldn't take more than an hour round trip.
I'd like to go out and get some food for our friends who appear to be starving and malnourished.
Oh. We have reef claws, don't we?
Yeah, you guys did kill 2 reef claws.
We had a
reef claw
Let
beast.
At the very least,
have
they're
one of
full
them.
now.
I'll be back, but let me have one of the reef claws. And I'm just gonna pick one
but both of the reef claws have already been pretty.
We
gutted.
cooked that shit and
I wanted to save one for Milo.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's basically nothing left that Milo would make use of.
We shouldn't
because they were
we shouldn't
very
be selling
hungry.
secondhand meat.
It's not secondhand if we killed it. It's fresh caught.
I don't know if you would call this caught.
Fresh
Slaughtered? Zapped.
Freshly acquired.
Freshly electrocuted.
Oh yeah, they were pre-cooked.
Pre-cooked.
That's quite a lot of stuff for one person to carry, so I can head out to Hedemann's with you.
Okay, so you'll come with me to Hedemann's. We'll get some clothes. Market is right there. We'll bring something back for them to eat, dinner-wise. And we'll be back in 2 hours.
See y'all in a bit.
Well, Flickie, do you want to go? We've got a lot of jewelry here. You want to go maybe just hawk some of this stuff?
Yeah,
The
I know a guy.
The people who are currently idiot touched and wisdom damaged should not be selling our things.
In Flickie's defense, the idiocy is worn off.
Okay, people who are still wisdom damaged should not be selling our things.
I think we should definitely sell these things, man. Okay, Wisdom 7.
Yes, we should sell them. Not right now. You're gonna get a bad deal. You're gonna get fleeced, and we're gonna lose money.
Yeah, we could just sell them later.
All right.
You get some rest, bud. You sound like you need it.
I'm gonna hand Tib'resh the bag. I don't. Just get it away from me.
Okay, all right. Get a nice nap in, buddy.
I thought the jewelry, I had tossed it in that little mini bag of holding thingy I had slung over my
The
shoulder.
handy haversack.
Yes. Either way, all of our spoils that we haven't equipped on each other already are kind of in the sack.
Yeah, it's in one of the bags of holding.
Oh, there's a space for the handy dandy haversack, but it's empty. But you have roughly 3,000 gold worth of jewelry just in the jewelry section.
You want to move that into the haversack section?
That's up to you guys. I'm just pointing out what you guys currently have set.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna move the gold over to the haversack, so Flickie's just got a little coin purse.
All right. So what are we gonna do?
Well, Icar and I can go ahead.
Okay, well, how about this? Who's staying and who's leaving?
I'm leaving, I guess.
I do want to get one thing from the market.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll with Flickie and kind of follow him.
All right. For simplicity's sake, I'm just not going to go back to the world map unless you guys need it.
No, we should be fine.
Okay. Because at this point, you guys pretty much know where you're going anyway. So. So let's deal with. Since Sugtok only has to get one thing from Market, let's deal with him first.
First question: Do I have any swim speed right now from the Ring of Swimming?
No, you don't have a swim speed. You just have a bonus to your swim check.
So my natural speed. What's the most I'm able to move underwater?
Well, if you're bored up, your speed becomes. Well, normally your speed is 30. You're wearing medium armor, so it's reduced to 20. Being bored up increases your speed by 10, bringing it up to 30. So moving half speed underwater, which you're able to do because your skill is high enough, you'll be able to move 15 feet in a round.
Well, 15 feet in a move action. If you're spending your whole round swimming, you could get 30
I
or
was
like
thinking about
45 in a straight line.
I was thinking about getting some swimming fins, but it only adds 10 feet to your swimming speed, so it actually slows me down.
Well, yeah, but if you had a swim speed, you would never need to make swim checks.
But it would be slower than what he's already
It's slower
capable of
than
making.
not needing to make a check anyways. I'm going to take a deep breath of fresh air as soon as I walk outside and look around and go, nope. Have a good one, bud. I'm going to pat Flickie on the back and I'm going to walk back downstairs and crash.
Okay. Oh, so much for that theory. All right. Flickie, you're up.
All right. Well, shit. I'm not an idiot anymore, so I can go sell this jewelry.
And even when you were an idiot, you were still smarter than most people in the city.
Hey, man, you gotta live the dream. But I'm gonna go meet up with my jewelry guy up in the rich people district.
Ah, yes, Salen.
Yeah, he's like the recurring character that was never supposed to stick around, like Milo. I love it.
Well, welcome to how NPCs work. If any of you ever DM, you will have them too.
All right,
This is why I kill every NPC after the players meet them.
I hop on Big Sebastian, who was tied up outside, and I clippity-clop my happy ass up to the rich people district.
All right, it's going to cost you 5 silver to cross the bridge.
Oh, right. Frickin' Icar's not with me. All right. Okay. Let me write that down. 1 sec. You said 5 silver? Fuck.
5 silver. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember how pissed you guys were when I did that, and now you guys literally have 5 digits of gold?
Yeah, like our bag is stacked with stuff. Oh, if I've got 2 hours before they get back, that's time to craft a scroll, right? Is my low wisdom going to make it so I can't?
No. You just got to make sure that your scroll has a base cost of 250 or less.
Okay. So I meet up with, you said Salen?
Yes, Salen the jeweler.
Okay, cool. I kind of clop up on my fucking Clydesdale, and I'm like, my man Salen!
Oh, goody, it's you again.
Check this out. I hop off the horse, and I kind of hold up the handy haversack, and I go, ooh, ooh, and I pull out the giant bag of fucking 3,000 gold worth of jewelry in there, and I'm like, yeah, we got some shit to talk about.
As you pour it on the counter, his eyes bulge a little bit, and he kind of
literally
he kind of looks up at you and then down at it, because you still look like, like middle to lower class wizard, but you're walking around with like his more than his annual salary in the bag right now.
Yeah, and so I'm like, let's talk about a deal.
Oh my, by Abadar! Wow, it's like you raided the first vault itself. Anyway, yeah, I'm assuming you want to sell.
I do want to sell, and I'll start at 4,000.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy, that is +2. Oh, jeez. Let's give me something good. Hey, 18 plus 2 is 20, motherfucker.
Well, that's time for him to roll an appraise. Hold on. I'm seeing some of these are older and a little on the more decrepit side. I think 2,500, perhaps. 4,000 seems a bit steep for these.
35.
Roll me another diplomacy check.
Jesus Christ. Not as good, but 17.
$31.
32.5.
I'm going to hold steady at 31 for this.
All right, I'll take it.
Delightful. He writes you out a letter of credit for the Temple of Abadar.
Oh, and while I'm here, I ask if he's got any pearls of power laying around.
Unfortunately, this is not a magical item shop.
That is a fair point, and thank you for your business. I'm sure you will see me again soon. Sebastian, halt! And I do the Legolas, like, where I grab his neck and, like, flip myself up onto the horse.
I cannot wait. I literally cannot.
Till fairer mornings, good sir. And I kind of, because I know he's, like, near the entrance to the rich people district, so I just kind of hightail it out of there.
He's not exactly near the entrance, but he's on the edge of Whitegate Market. Yeah, what's near the...
Oh, and I go to the bank. I go to the bank with the letter of credit.
All right, it's easy enough to cash in 3,100 gold in whatever denomination you feel comfortable carrying around.
I want 100 gold and the rest in platinum.
All right, 100 gold and...
that would be...
30 platinum, I think.
30 platinum, yeah. Yep.
No. I'm sorry, 300.
300 platinum.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Math.
All right, I'm going to write that down because it's not my money, technically. I'm just going to write it down next to our money.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Is there anything else you're going to do while you're out?
Swing by Milo's, grab a skewer, and then head back to the hideout.
All right. I'm just not going to roleplay that out so I can move things
That's
along.
fine.
Roger and
That's
Tib'resh,
fine.
you're on your way to the Devil's Threads.
Yes, we are
Sorry,
enjoying
Icar and Tib'resh, you're on your way to the Devil's Threads.
fine afternoon.
I haven't had one. Sorry, I'm doing stuff. Just do whatever.
Oh, also, I did want to do one thing. I'm sorry. I know you just cut to them. What I meant to say was I'm going to use part of today to get another charge in my amethyst staff.
Yeah, you can't.
Why not?
It is still the same day.
Oh, it's the same day. Okay, never mind then.
Hey, with Knapstack, would he be able to charge 4 because he's getting 4 days worth of sleep?
It's not a matter of sleep. It's when he prepares his spells in the morning.
Okay.
Instead of one of his spell slots, he
would have to sleep for 2 hours, wake up.
Doesn't work on
an hour
it's only
preparing
uninterrupted.
spells, go to bed, sleep 2 hours, wake up, spend an hour preparing spells. He'd be able to do it.
Wouldn't
twice.
work.
Yeah, it's
It as soon as you wake up the first time, the spell effect ends.
Oh, well, then yeah.
Yeah.
If that's how it works.
nice try, but this Knapstack's already a little bit broken, only limited by the fact that you can only benefit from it once a week.
Yeah, once a week and uninterrupted sleep. It's a dope fucking spell, though.
It is, and thank God for spell canning. Anyway, Roger and Tib'resh. I did it again, Icar and Tib'resh. Devil's Threads.
Yes. As I was saying, we're enjoying the nice fall weather.
It's
What season?
it's getting towards the end of spring, beginning of summer. Actually,
Oh, okay.
it's the last day of May. The equivalent. It's
Okay.
the last day of Desness at the moment. It's the 31st.
So it's starting to get hot, just a little bit.
Fortunately, Tib'resh has upgraded to lighter colored clothes.
Kintargo is sort of like subtropical, right?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure where the equator on Galarian falls, but if I was going to use the Inner Sea as kind of like the Mediterranean, Kintargo would kind of be around the north.
So it's like the North French coast.
Yeah, North French coast, like around
Okay.
around Normandy.
Ooh.
Weather in Brest is kind of nice.
Yeah, can you feel that breeze? That's wonderful. Kind of makes you think, spending the last few hours underwater isn't so crazy.
You guys
I
are
am very happy
you
to
guys
be
are still
breathing
damp in
air once
places.
again.
Yeah, we're just dripping. Our clothes still dripping.
How many of you are wearing wool underwear? Because that's going to be a feeling.
Oh, I'm just straight up wearing a robe, baby.
Oh, actually, I'm perfectly dry because my water wicking would have probably cast off most of the water by now.
It is water resistant. It is not waterproof. Submerging the damn thing is still going to get it wet.
but it actually I'm gonna look around. I wanted to say it seems like a nice afternoon, but I don't know that. How are things? Yeah, no, it seems like a nice day. I'm just trying to. I like getting a feel for how things are out on the street as we're walking.
What is that? What is the attitude of the city? Like it's been pretty tense these past 3 weeks. Dog housing.
Walking through Old Cantargo is kind of rough because of the murders that have been going on recently.
Right, the murders.
Those pesky old murders.
You guys pass by the Devil's Nursery, which is the slums, which are always kind of boisterous yet kind of depressing at the same time, the way that slums are that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the city itself, it just seems kind of like every now and then as you walk by, you hear about someone who was caught with mint, or somebody who was fortunate that all they had to do was watch people pick up a spilled grain.
Oh, yeah.
Or someone missing the fact that there aren't any pigeons in the park anymore.
Mm.
No, but I mean, it's a good thing. Like, people, I feel like if they're talking about it, that means they're not afraid to talk about it. Because when Barzillai first showed up, not only did these proclamations happen, but there was just a complete clampdown in the city. You couldn't talk. People are beginning to talk about it. People are beginning to express their discontent. I think it's good.
And every now and then you guys hear the word silver somewhere in conversation.
Okay, but that's a pretty common word.
Well, it's a common word, but I think there are stirrings about us. This is that's kind of exciting that people are talking about us, but they don't necessarily know it's us. And oh boy!
And also, it's been a couple of days. As you pass by the Eudemus tenement, they have boarded up the hole that Flickie caused with his lightning bolt.
Did we also pass by the street where he tossed a fireball at civilians?
That's been polished off too.
Hey, I tossed a fireball at bad guys. There were just civilians
I
around.
helped them repair that part of town. I hope they're doing okay.
Yeah, the fire has been dealt. The fire scarring has been dealt with.
I mean,
I still can't believe he did that.
To put it in perspective, we have 100-something supporters in a city of 10,000. So maybe 1 out of every 100 people you see could be a supporter.
And it's a large city, and people are walking around. So just walking down one of these main streets as you're headed towards Red River Market, you've probably passed a couple of your supporters without even realizing it.
Probably.
Do they know what we look like, or are we still just like an entity to them?
At the moment, you're entities.
We're not that notorious.
You are collectively known as the Silver Ravens. You are not known as Sugtok, Shattersong, Icar, Jhaltero, Flickie, Tib'resh the Scribe, leaders of the Silver Ravens, unless you've been advertising that from the rooftops, and I have the recordings, you have not.
Man,
we're not big enough to fucking go full frontal with somebody.
What I would give for and I'm gonna lean in and whisper to Icar, a mojito with some muddled mint. They used to have the best ones over at the Tooth and Nail.
Wait, isn't mint not actually mint in this?
No, mint is outlawed. A thing, but it's outlawed.
What I could go for, Tib'resh? I would die for some scones. Don't you love scones?
Of course I love scones, but it makes me sad now thinking about shit. Sorry, I have her name somewhere. The lady who ran the Sweet Tooth. Luculla. I could go for some scones, but I can't. Makes me sad thinking about Luculla. After knowing her, she treated us so well, and then all of a sudden she's crazy.
I mean, she was lying to us.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm sad. About? It just makes me sad reflecting on it.
It doesn't make you angry. It doesn't make you, vindictive.
Yes, it makes me angry. I have it written in my notes. Luculla, run Sweet Tooth, fucking evil cultist leader.
Kind of a total bitch in mine.
Yeah. No, I really miss those sweets.
Well, maybe find another. I'm sure there are plenty of other bakeries in town.
Wait, did you know
I
we're
mean,
not allowed to
Laria-
wear fine embroidered clothing in public?
Yes.
Yes.
What the hell?
That's
Oh.
why we had to. That's why we
Fuck.
had to sell that embroidered silk on the
Yeah.
DL.
Right.
But I mean, Lucaria still makes a pretty mean scone, so I'm not that mad. I'm just
Who?
Laria.
think
Sorry, I
Laria.
read two different names at the same
Not-
time. Laria,
Not Lucario, the Pokemon.
not the fighting steel type Pokemon.
With a chest spike.
Who's the ultimate?
Yep.
He's the ultimate monk. He would tear Tib'resh apart.
Right. Now,
really
I mean,
would.
I'm on my
Yeah.
way to
So
becoming
he just
Lucaria.
doesn't like mint? That's like why it's banned? What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
That's
Um,
absurd.
Is a dictator. Does
If
what he
you were in charge of a
Wait.
whole town, wouldn't you use your authority to
Or-
just ban things you don't like?
For the record,
From this day
Tib'resh
forward,
would
all
not.
female officers will be required to wear tiny mini skirts.
So anyway, yeah. Are we? Let's.
I was just,
What do we-
I'm waiting for Luke to tell us we've got there. I'm just
Yeah,
enjoying
we've
the-
just been shooting
Yeah.
the shit.
I was waiting for an actual point in the conversation where it might have actually been crucial. But if you're waiting for me, I'll say you've gotten there now.
We're just, we're character developing.
exactly. You're Tarantinoing.
in this grand story of a uprising within a city, we're sitting here talking about scones.
You know, you know what they call scones in Isger?
It's not the scones, it's the implications, Tim.
Food has actually been an
Tib'resh.
incredibly important part of our adventures so far.
Oh, I'm looking forward to next adventure. I'm so
Right.
looking forward to it thanks to that comment.
Yeah, let's start flipping through the clearance rack over at Hedemans.
While Tib'resh flips through the clearance and whatnot, Hedeman waves Icar over.
Yes. And listen, if it's about the expenses for the last time,
It's not about the expenses for anything last time. I'm merely wondering that if you've gotten my parcel yet.
parcel.
I'm going to take that as a no. I sent a parcel to your house. I imagine it's arrived by now.
Well, I haven't been home, but if I'll look for it once I get there.
Okay.
You said you make it tamper-proof, right? You know that my siblings love to try to tear into that shit.
Don't worry. There is a note. There is a note in there, and there's a small gift from me to the lot of you. I just felt that that's your usual orders, your family's orders, I would say, from my establishment wouldn't raise too many red flags.
Well, no, I think you're right. It's relatively secure. But if it's something for the Ravens,
Don't
wouldn't it
worry.
be-
Don't worry. I know how to be discreet.
I've seen your discretion firsthand.
Yes. I'm very proud of that. As for that, I imagine since Tib'resh is actually looking through my articles over there, that you're actually here for business?
Yes, we, as you know, we've currently been renovating, and while we were renovating, we found some squatters who were very nice.
I was about to say, how dreadful.
Well, we found some squatters, and those squatters had been imprisoning some other people,
Ah.
and we need some just
you need
basic
clothing.
outfits.
You need clothing for those poor, unfortunate souls.
Well, clothing, food. We're working on the equipment angle. You don't have anything that fits well for aquatic elves. I don't really know how their proportions are a bit different, but they are very thin. So whatever you have.
I know
that is in the smaller
I know that most of the aquatic elves in this region tend to wear clothing made out of either, canvas or dried seaweed. Neither of which I have.
Well, it doesn't have to be culturally appropriate. I just need something so that they can be decent.
Oh, well, at the very least, there's a clearance rack. Tib'resh, there's a clearance rack of coats 2 racks over to your right.
Oh, yeah, I'll go check it out.
Those are pretty much one size fit all.
Do you have anything that is water resistant?
I have, well, there's what Tib'resh is wearing at the moment, but I don't have too much of that particular material on hand, and I would have to custom make it.
Well, I need something, like a heavy fur coat is going to absorb a lot of water and become very heavy. We just need light clothing.
Oh, well, then I have several over there, especially since the summer months are on their way over, and he directs you to pretty much just a rack of, like, workers' shirts that are, like,
yes, that's great.
Basically, like, halfway between cotton and denim.
Tabards and pants. That's great.
He doesn't have much in the way of tabards, but he does have several tunics.
Okay.
These should do fine.
Wonderful.
Oh, by the way, you're not gonna believe how well this held up. And I punched a bunch of really sharp shells, and just like the clothes are fine, waterproof, amazing. Good job.
Why were you punching? You know what? Whatever you do on your own time, I suppose.
You wouldn't believe half of it.
You'd be surprised. That being said, and now I'm going to basically zip ahead to the end, and the 5 outfits that you guys pick out for them is going to come to a grand total of about 1 gold and 5 silver.
Icar will begin.
None of it is what you would call high quality because you're getting it off the clearance racks.
Right.
They occasionally have a rip or a hole or like a patch or something on them, which he keeps around for the emergency type situations, such as this.
Better that than naked.
You know what? Yes, Roger. Yes, Roger. Your celebrity thing will wipe that out. It falls under your purview.
Icar would be eager to pay, but Roger doesn't really want to pay.
Okay. Yeah, I have to remember that is a thing when dealing with my primary NPCs.
Okay.
And not just House of Ming.
Well, the limit's actually a little bit higher for food. Food and lodging is 10 gold, but individual gifts are 5.
But the point is your 5 gold thing, that 5 gold threshold is enough to get cheap clearance emergency outfits, especially since you're probably going to have to buy some leather armor for them too. Okay.
This isn't going to ding me for reselling them just by giving them away.
Of course not. You're getting from Hedeman, who knows.
Yes. Okay.
It's also you're high enough level and have enough money that 5 gold isn't really going to make that much of a difference.
Right. Just write this off as a charitable donation. I'm sure the Thrones will let you take tax credits for it.
And that's the one thing you can. That is the one good thing I can say about House Thrune ruling Cheliax. They're basing everything off the infernal hierarchy of hell. They have a very robust tax plan.
Does it include charity donations? I get the feeling charity isn't really the purview of the infernal hell code.
Well, if the charity is to the Church of the Prince of Darkness, then by all means, yes.
Oh, I see.
Dude, is that you who you're drinking?
You can just say that these are unknown potential disciples.
Either way, I'm sure that I'll be able to fiddle with my taxes enough to make it happen.
Well, it's not about fiddling, it's about sticking it to the Thrones.
Oh,
anyway.
Don't worry. I've sent my best stick to help you.
I'm assuming that has to do with the parcel. I'll be looking for a stick.
Of course. We'll see, won't we?
Hedeman, I'm beginning to like you less and less now that I know exactly what you do.
Well, that's a damn shame.
Icar is gonna squint his eyes at that pun. He's gonna turn around. Tib'resh.
He gives you a smile.
Tib'resh, clothes. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
we're done
clothes.
here.
Yeah.
Having an off day.
Sorry, I grab the clothes and we head on out.
All right. So you got the clothes. Where are you heading next?
We need something. All right, we need to regulate how much food we're giving to the elves. They've been starving. If we feed them too much, they'll make themselves sick. But we do need to get them something that is filling and, nutritionally robust. And unfortunately, Milo's is filling, but not very nutritionally robust.
Fuck
Fair
you,
enough.
says every carnivore in existence.
For some reason, I just get enraged in the hideout.
I wake up from my nap in a cold sweat, and I'm like, what did someone just say?
Don't say that too loudly. Milo has many friends. Yeah, we can.
Milo has eyes everywhere.
We could
The
go
food
stop
cart
at.
mafia.
We could go, stop by the market, pick up some basics.
Okay.
So, but
You guys would actually know that the best market for like farmers markets and whatnot would actually be like Veritas Plaza, which is the plaza where the dog housing happened, but it also runs down like the length of the border between Old Kintargo and Jarvis End.
Are those places going to be open on a star day?
Considering the martial law grip on the city, people need to make as much money as they can.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they're,
You guys have passed by them enough, but farmers market fair isn't usually what you're in character looking at as important. So you've noticed it; it just hasn't been an issue until now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to Veritas then.
All right, Veritas Plaza is. Whenever you guys go to like an outdoor market and whatnot, and you see the people with their fruit carts and their stands, and that one guy who has his cabbage cart run over by a gang of unruly kids with magical powers, this is the kind of place where you'd find them.
Do we have a fair idea of what was did they tell us their regular diet? Do we have an idea of what they eat?
They are elves. They are elves. They are omnivorous. They have a tendency to prefer seafood and like kelp and seaweed and whatnot, but they can eat anything you can eat.
Well, they're also malnourished, so they need some vitamins, so we can.
They need their 4 basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
You could hit up Alaria.
What does elven immunity grant me immunity against again?
You cannot be magically put to sleep.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
going
that's
through my
right.
shit. So does that count if Garrett tries to knapstack me, or can I just accept it?
Knapstack is an effect that it is not.
It's a boost effect to your sleep.
It is not. You cannot be magically put to sleep. Your sleep can still be enhanced.
Well, no. Knapstack doesn't make him sleep, but elves still rest. They meditate instead of sleeping. So
No.
It really just improves the quality of rest that you're getting.
The important thing is that means that I cannot force you to sleep with a sleep spell or something.
Okay. Sorry, I was just going through my shit, and I was like, oh, well, I forgot about this.
It's a good question.
That's all right. Well, Icar and I will go ahead and pick out some basic fruits and vegetables and some grains for simple meals that they can make. And I'm gonna see if I can find some seafood. I don't want a bunch of stuff that spoils, and also it doesn't matter that much.
Flickie's floating head appears around Tib'resh and is like, "Get a ham." Get a ham.
Fresh, they're only going to
And
be
then it
down there
fades
for
away.
one night. We're not stocking a pantry.
Oh, well, I keep thinking that...
We just need to buy enough food that they can eat and drink comfortably until tomorrow, where we'll probably try to figure out a more permanent solution to their housing.
And don't worry, even if something only lasts for 24 hours, that's still enough time for dinner and or breakfast before it goes bad.
So we'll get those tomatoes, and we'll get those carrots, and we'll get some potatoes.
Get approximately 6 well-balanced meals.
Okay.
6 perfect little bento boxes.
All right. Now what?
We make sure to buy the little octopus weenies.
Each one
Oh
stands for the
my.
different adorable fantasy sea creature.
Okay. We've got food. We've got clothes. Let's head back. It's still before curfew. We have time
Yeah.
to do Sugtok's nap stacking.
We'll pick them up. We'll pick them up some other. We'll pick them up some. Weapons and stuff tomorrow. Because I remember, didn't the scum have tridents? Are those in any condition that we would appreciate?
They're usable.
Yeah, I mean we can give them.
How about this?
They,
At least one of you has wounds from a trident that can attest to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Hint, hint. It's the guy you're with.
I was about to say somebody got stabbed.
yeah, we've already got 3 sets of leather armor in the loot that we are not currently using.
Right, I forgot that was
So
sitting
we can
around
just
as
buy
well.
another 2 sets of leather armor. We can give them some tridents. They'll be equipped for acting as a team. And then wasn't the whole point of clearing out the Lucky Bones so that we could get out of the coffee house? Because there's no way we're going to be able to fit this many people into the coffee house.
That's why I was wondering if we
yes.
needed more than 1 day's worth of stuff.
That was the whole. That's why we're trying to
Oh.
finish clearing this zone, is because we need more space.
I forgot to talk to Hedeman about possibly fixing the pump system. If he would know anyone who could do that.
Well-
Guardians.
Didn't I find the ring that was missing from the thing though?
You found the valve ring, yes.
So isn't
But
that
we
what
can't.
we needed?
We
need
we know
someone
that we
that's
need somebody
very
The
that
valve
craft
ring needs to be
wonder
replaced,
items.
and the grand
and-
pump system needs to be repaired.
And
Damn,
that
so
was
we
what,
need to talk to
$3,000
Hedeman.
worth of materials and somebody who had craft wondrous item.
Correct.
Yeah.
3,000 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3K gold worth of materials, craft wondrous item, and then the valve we got.
I thought you said crap
But
wondrous
if
item,
we
and I
know
was like,
somebody who's
whoa.
got craft wondrous
That's what
item
I do as the
who
DM.
could help, then we're down.
But yeah, let's sorry, should we stop and just pick up it's just 2 things of leather armor
How about
on the
while
way.
he's going to get leather armor, do you want to go ask Hedeman?
Yes, I'll circle back around.
Okay, Tib'resh with shopping bags full of stuff says, "Yeah, I'll go and grab the."
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, you've got the bag of holding right now.
Yeah, you have the bag of holding. Just put
You
it
can
in the
just
bag.
drop all that stuff in the bag.
Right, Tib'resh carefully places it in the bag so it doesn't fall over.
Welcome to how a bag of holding works. It's an extra dimensional space where you put it in there, and it's just kind of safely floating until you need
Does
it.
it
It's
does it
Kirby's
have the
belly.
weight of the items that you put in there or no?
No, it is all. It
25
always
pounds.
it always weighs like a 25-pound bag.
And
So
isn't
just
the
a
handy
regular
haversack like 5 pounds or some shit?
I'll get
It
you.
is,
less,
it
weighs
is,
less.
it is less.
It's a mini bag of holding, but it
Okay.
serves the same basic function. Do not
It's a
put
dope
them
jewelry
in
perk.
each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happens if I put the small one in the big one?
You create a black hole, and then you all get shunted to the astral plane.
This
Dude,
that
that's-
is what
Guys, hey, I'm just saying, if we ever need to get to the astral plane, we've got a ticket.
And,
That-
and
that
it
is-
also destroys both bags at the same
that is what we call the Plan J.
Yeah, like if we need to get the fuck out of Dodge and we're going to die, we're going to the astral plane.
That sounds like
I've noted it down as Plan J.
that
That's like
sounds
Went
that's
all
like
over
a
the
regular
film.
show plot. It's like we
That-
didn't really do our chores, so we wound up at the astral plane.
Yeah, guys, I would like to introduce you to classic Dungeons and Dragons shenanigans dating back all the way to 2nd edition.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, what if we could just have that be an adventure at some point? Like one day, Flickie walks
destroy-
into the room and his guys, "Hey guys, check this out," and like that's the whole beginning of
Does
the
it
adventure.
destroy the
Scene
space
from
around
Billy
it?
and Mandy, where
It-
fucking Mandy smiles, and it's like,
It destroys both extra dimensional spaces as the black hole is created.
so we don't die from getting sucked through the black hole. We wind up in the astral plane. Is there any way to get out of the astral plane?
Plane shift, but that's a 7th level spell.
Ooh.
All right, so we got to wait until you get plane shift, and then all we got to do is get near Barzillai Thrune and bag, game over. We win.
Wh-
Right?
Win is kind of a,
Win is relative.
yeah.
What if he gets
Dimension
super
shift.
powerful in the astral plane and comes back to kick our dicks?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think about these things.
Okay,
Point
so
Especially not with 5 less wisdom than usual.
So Tib'resh everything safely tucked inside the bag,
Yeah.
totters off to find some
The
couple.
the
things of basic
the
weapons.
best place to get armor shortly by would be Ulmer's Smithy over there in Old Kintargo, where you've been selling off your halberds and chainmail from raiding the prison.
Right. And we still have enough time in the day for me to do this and not get close to.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just
Don't be
gonna,
Okay, cool.
suspicious.
I'm just gonna flat out let you know how much 2 suits of leather armor are. Because I don't.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah, because again, if it's basic leather, it's cheap enough that it's not really going to put that much of a dent. Oh, 1 suit of leather armor is 10 gold pieces, so 20 gold, and you can get 2 suits of leather armor.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that. I'll head to the armory.
Okay, you do that, and he has leather armor, and you can pay for it.
Slap some money down. I don't even worry. I'm not even gonna haggle you on this, bro. It's just have a great day, and I'll take the
You
armor
as
off
well.
his hand.
All right.
And I'll head on back to the hideout. Well, to be hideout.
Okay. Icar, you and Icar are going to rendezvous once you're finished with your respective errands. Icar.
Oh, right, yeah.
You head back to the Devil's Threads.
Yes.
All right. He comes and is like, "Oh, back so soon."
I forgot something.
Oh,
He'll go over and drop a pencil and lean over and pick it back up. But while I'm here and I remember to pick this up, I have something else I wanted to ask you.
please go ahead. I'll help however I can.
Do you know anyone who is adept at fixing broken magical equipment?
It depends on the matter of magical equipment.
Specifically, a pump system that was designed to pump water out of a basement in order to pump air into the basement and make it into a usable space.
That sounds mechanical. Have you tried Vespam Artisans?
I have not, because I wanted to see, but we know it is absolutely a magical device.
Ah.
It is not mechanical.
Oh. So
That's what Flickie says, and I'm inclined to believe him on this one.
What manner of magical crafting?
I have no idea.
Wondrous.
But depending on what sort of magical crafting it is, I could take a look at it. I'm capable of crafting wondrous items.
Would you be willing to come take a look at it and give us an appraisal? I honestly don't know anything about magic.
I suppose I could take a look at it, yes. I'm a little busy at the moment because shop is still running. Is there perhaps a time we could schedule this for perhaps later in the next week?
What does your moon day look like?
My moon day...
This is such an office
Your people
conversation.
call my people.
I suppose I could close up shop for a day or so.
Well, you generally Sunday, are you open on Sunday? I guess you would be, since all the churchgoers would be looking for something fine to wear.
Something like that. It varies from time to time, but the longer that this martial law shenanigans go on, the less people come through, and the harder it is to keep my stock stocked, as it were. But if you were if you want me to come take a look at it, I definitely can.
I would like you to come take a look at it. When and how is up to you. Honestly, I think probably Moon Day is better. We still have some renovations to do before it's really able to accept visitors of any kind.
How about this? Once your renovations are complete, I will come down and take a look. Does that sound doable?
Yes.
Wonderful.
It's a pleasure as always, Hedeman.
Of course. Have a good rest of your afternoon.
I will try.
Alrighty then.
And then Icar heads out.
All right. Icar and Tib'resh are on their. You guys meet up as the streets intersect as you guys are walking through Old Kintargo on your way back to the ruins of the Lucky Bones. And as you guys are approaching the broken down fireplace where the trapdoor leading down into the Lucky Bones is, you catch the very, very obvious sight of a kitsune sitting on the mantelpiece of the fireplace.
Is she a fox or a lady?
Kitsune.
I know. I'm saying like
The kitsune is fox lady.
Yeah,
I know what I'm saying. Which form is she?
her true kitsune form.
There's three forms. There's lady, there's fox lady, and there's fox.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fox lady. Yeah, it's the familiar sight of Kyra sitting there. She just looks at the two of you and just says, "Do any of you know anything about the pile of bones sitting in a chair in the middle of a burned down room out here?"
Out of character, no. In character, I'm assuming yes.
It's a long story. There was a
Guild Mistress Lorelei.
ghost. The guild mistress downstairs wanted us to bring her so her bones should see the sunrise one more time. So tomorrow's sunrise.
Well, at the very least, you put Unquiet Soul to rest. That's commendable, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
Kyra,
That's
what-
what we
Kyra,
do.
what-
Yeah, and she.
Kyra, why are
wait,
you
I'm not
here?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so remember when we were discussing Merletta's fate down underneath the, well, you know where. And now Hedeman said that he was willing to help you, but was having a difficult time being able to directly help you.
Right.
Yes, I remember that, and I appreciate the situation that he's in. I know it's difficult, and I know that all the rules of the Church of Milani are you have to help, but you can't be part of it. Believe me, arcane bureaucracy.
She gives a wrap it up motion with her hand.
Are you shushing me with your hands?
A little bit. Fortunately for the
No one shushes me with the. Hold on a second. No one.
Nobody
shushes
makes me
with
bleed
their
my
hands.
own blood. Nobody.
Can it, rich boy. However, I was able to finish what I was in the middle of at the temple, and Hedeman has sent me to somewhat be the liaison between you guys and the Rose of Kintargo.
Sick.
So here I am to help. She hops down from the mantelpiece in front of you, and then just kind of stands and says, "All right. So now I get to take a look at all of this small picture stuff that you seem so keen on. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like."
Small picture. We've been doing amazing things for the city. We're starting to make real change out there. People are talking about us.
That's not what she's talking about. She's talking about something else.
Decisions were happening over dinner.
Cack.
Well, someone just fill me in when you get a chance.
I don't have a problem with this, but I feel like you're going to have a problem. I feel like this is a one-way trip, Kyra. Does Hedeman know that you're like actually going to come and be involved directly in what we're doing? Because that seems kind of contrary to what he wants you to do.
He and I had a discussion, especially since things were happening up at the temple that are starting to make me feel unsafe there. So I was asking for a reprieve from my duties spying up there.
Well, I don't have a problem with it, but you might want to talk to the other guy. He might have. You know what? I'll just let you talk to him.
All right, what's the sense motive check for?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm using it wrong. I keep trying to get like reads on people using sense motive.
That's exactly what it's for.
Good, because I am not sure how to how trustworthy she is. She seems like she wants to help, but she also knows a lot and seems to have some sort of ulterior. I just want to see if there's an ulterior motive feeling, but I rolled pretty bad.
It's okay, because I'm going to step out of character and explain what's going on here. Roger and I have been planning this for a while.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Roger's level 7 feat is the leadership feat, which means that he gets an NPC follower.
well, specifically an NPC cohort. Which is it's more than a follower. A cohort is someone who will actively go on like dungeon adventures with the party.
So pretty much, you guys are getting a 5th party member at the caveat that she is 2 levels below you guys.
That's sick as fuck.
That's fucking awesome. And she's
As
a
controlled
good
by Roger?
Yeah.
No, she is connected to Roger's character, so if he dies or whatnot, she will leave. But as an NPC, I control her.
Okay.
But
we have an
best
understanding about most of her combat abilities. So hopefully Luke and I will be on the same wavelength about how to effectively have her participate in combats.
Yes, and
but
also,
ultimately,
but also, as she is an NPC, she has a couple of abilities by nature of her class that I'm going to let you guys make use of. Specifically, she can detect alignment at will. So if you guys are curious about that, you can ask her, and she will let you know if someone is a certain alignment or not. Specifically, she can cast detect law, chaos, evil, and good at will.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so she is joining the party with that. And as she turns around to follow you guys into the Lucky Bones, Tib'resh notices that she has a crossbow slung across her back.
Why am I aroused?
Careful, she bites.
Ha.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Do I notice anything about the crossbow? I'm curious about it.
Make me a knowledge engineering check.
Okay, Luke. I have no clue.
Yeah, but it looks very similar to your average light crossbow, except the reload thing seems to be like lever action.
Ooh, nice.
So she's got like a Winchester crossbow.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm sure if I used weapons, that would be a cool weapon.
It also has a bayonet on it.
Have I seen her come in yet?
She's coming in behind Icar and Tib'resh.
Yeah, she's coming down with us.
I want to look at the model. Did you build a model?
Oh.
Nice. Very cool.
To be fair, Roger did all that.
Yeah, I was cooking that up during the week.
Yeah, he and I have been discussing this since level 3.
Hell yeah.
And actually, we've been discussing leadership since character creation.
Yeah, because it's it's a very controversial feat.
It's one of those things where you have to agree on it pretty much at the beginning of the game, and Roger was advanced enough, and he was taking a class and a build that was sort of less combat focused than the rest of you, that I felt this would help supplement that. So no, the rest of you cannot just take leadership and get a follower. I'm not going to allow that. For the obvious reason that there would be 8 people in the party, and half of them would be played by me.
Shit, I've already got a bird.
You could just let us play the cohorts and the characters, and then let the cohorts take leadership.
Oh, we all play someone else's
We all
cohort?
have just 4 character parties.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Level
funny.
13.
We send off our cohorts on their own adventures, and Luke has to DM 2 games.
I remember seeing some videos for Sea of Thieves where a crew of 4 will just stand in a circle really, really tight, and one of them will throw up on another, which fills up his bucket, and then he barfs and fills up the next bucket, and then this guy barfs and he fills up the next bucket, then he barfs, and they get an endless chain of barfing going. That's what that kind of sounds like.
Yeah.
It essentially becomes the Assassin's Creed game where you just send your baby assassins on missions all the time.
Yeah. But another thing that Kyra can do because of her archetype. Excuse me.
What is she, a like up close fighter or a range fighter?
She is carrying a crossbow. That should be your first clue.
It's got a
So-
bayonet.
So mid to far.
Yes. Yeah. Another thing is that because of her archetype, she has this thing called determination, where Roger, I will let you be in charge of when she uses determination.
Okay.
She can presently use it twice a day.
Okay.
Which, for what the rest of you guys, so you know what that does, is that She, as a free action, may reroll an attack roll that she made before the results are revealed, and must take the results of the reroll. She may, when she would be hit, she may, as an immediate action, get an automatic +4 to her AC against the attack. Or, my personal favorite, when a creature's ally within line of sight would be hit by an attack, she may call out a warning to the ally, and the attacker must reroll the attack and use the results of the second roll.
That's awesome. What the fuck?
Roger, she will prefer to do that.
That's kind of what I would prefer her to do.
All right.
And
also, as an Inquisitor, she is a Divine Caster.
yes,
Inquisitor
she's an
seem
Inquisitor of the Preacher Infiltrator.
Inquisitor can learn cool spells.
As an Inquisitor, does she have channel energy?
No.
Okay. I'm mixing up my shit. Sorry.
All
A
right.
lot of Kingmaker.
So the fox is here. Let's fucking keep it going, baby.
All right. So that has happened, and it's now about 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yes.
I teach her what a high five is.
She knows what a high five is, and she leaves you hanging.
Oh no!
Wait.
I'm still pissed at you, Elf Boy, for trying to burn down the city.
Hey! That's fair. And I turn around and walk away.
We Tib'resh beat it into him. I assure you.
Sorry.
But guys, huddle up. Let me cast this spell, and tonight you'll sleep like you slept for 4 days.
Okay.
Also, another thing that Kyra can do from her Restoration Inquisition is that she can touch someone and heal it for 1d4 points of damage +1 for every 2 Inquisitor levels that she has, as long as they have less than half their maximum hit points, and she can do that 7 times a day.
Wow.
So if anyone falls to unconscious and bleeding out, she can stabilize you by giving you a good slap on the ass.
Nice.
That is very cool.
7 times a day. That's tight.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
are we
it's a-
knapsacking it up, or what are we
Yeah,
doing?
everybody's
Uh,
settled
if
up.
that was the "It's happening" from last session.
If it is 7 o'clock in game, Icar doesn't have time to nap stack. He's already late to go home.
I'm gonna say I cast as soon as you showed up, invited her. I cast now.
Well, no, I have to stay within the area of the effect for it
No,
to
you
be meaningful.
Its duration is 8 hours. So once I
Yeah.
cast it, you've got 8 hours before, 8 hours to go to sleep.
But
for the
it
first
but
time.
it's only effective in the 30-foot radius that you cast it in.
Double checking.
I don't think so.
You reduce the amount of uninterrupted sleep within the spell's area.
Bummer.
Basically, you create a bubble of super sleep.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
These beds are perfectly positioned for the three of
One
us to get
big
some
bed.
slizzy.
And to be fair, he
Garrett.
just needs to drink a potion of lesser restoration after a night of sleep, and he'll get his wisdom damage taken care of anyway.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, despite the fact that she's Icar's follower, she's going to stick around here in the Lucky Bones. Trying to explain that to your parents would be an adventure in and of itself.
Yeah, no. Kyra, make yourself at home. Please watch the Knuckleheads.
Oh,
I will be back tomorrow.
I will do what I can. And by the way, Kyra is wearing she's got some studded leather armor on underneath some fur trimmed robes of a red that is a slightly darker shade than her fur color.
I ask her in a timely reference, what does she say?
I say I'm going to be sleeping with a locked door.
Wait.
I thought you were
And
supposed to make weird noises and dance around.
I want to shift into boar form in front of her. I don't know if she's ever seen me do this. I'm sure she has, but I'm going to shift in and go, I can change too.
That is a very Sugtok thing to do.
Friends?
You just go, hey, see what
Friends?
I can do.
Friends?
Men.
Shape-shifting friends?
She just shakes her head, rolls her eyes, and just goes men, and walks away.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, Kyra.
Likewise.
Tib'resh, I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
You wait, what?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
My friend, you have taken a lot of hits to
Do
the
it.
head today. I am not going to
Do
hit
it.
you. If I hit you as hard as I can, I could seriously injure you. I
While
am
you're
literally
arguing, I
trained.
run
That's
up
my
and
unarmed
punch
swing.
Sugtok right in the fucking face.
It's 11.
All right, Dillon, roll me a melee attack roll.
That was my 11.
That's base attack bonus plus strength.
I
Strength
did.
is +1.
Oh, so
and base attack
16.
bonus is base attack
Oh,
bonus
is Dillon hitting
3.
me?
So yeah, 20 d20 plus 4.
Plus, you would not be able to hit me.
16.
I know.
No,
That's not gonna. So
No,
I
no.
swing it to Bresh and miss miserably.
No, what happens is Flickie runs up to try to give you a sock in the head, but he rolls too low. But I enjoy the image that it's kind of like when Trevor Belmont punches Dracula in the face, and absolutely nothing happens.
You must be the Belmont.
Exactly.
That's my opportunity attack to unarmed slap Flickie.
He doesn't trigger an opportunity attack actually, but if you want to make a regular attack, I think an 18 doesn't hit Flickie at this point.
God, our AC is so good.
I could be wrong. He is still the wizard.
Flickie, does 18 hit you?
You're muted, Dillon.
That was on purpose. I was talking to Scarlett about the fact that Dunkin' Donuts said they weren't cooking food anymore, even though they don't close for 2 more hours. But whatever. What's up?
What's your AC?
Does 18 hit you?
My AC is 18. Damn it.
Okay, yeah, you hit him. So
So it's for 1 point of slapping damage.
Sweet. You got -1 point. So do you slap 1 point of healing into me?
no, it's a minimum
Oh,
1
okay.
damage.
Yeah, it's a minimum one.
You slap me, and I'm just like, did that feel good?
God, I hope not.
He like hits me, but it does the slow-mo cam, so you see all my features
It was-
kind of like ripple to
It
one
was
side.
just enough damage to send a message.
Oh,
And I'm going
goody.
to point at you and say, no.
Okay, Tib'resh is gonna step in and physically push them apart.
No, I just did
Oh,
it
wait.
'cause
And
he was
as he's
telling you to
pushing
hit him.
us, I'm going to grab them both by the shoulders and pull them in and say, sleep, sleep, sleep real good. One night feels like 4 days, man.
We should do this in a
Yeah.
bedroom, like maybe with you in the middle down here, so we're both within 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
feel really
we'll
bad for
pull
Kyra.
this over to like
I've already left her
right
in
here
a terrible situation.
at the doorwell. Right in the doorway, like with both of them under my arm, singing this awful.
Well, she told you that
Jarble
she told you that she had to live in the Devil's Nursery for a couple of years. So I'm fairly certain she's had nights that are somewhat.
Oh yeah.
I've
I'm
done
sure
stayed
she's had-
in the
I'm sure
hood.
she's had worse nights sleeping undercover at the Asmodean church.
At the very least, the organ gets tiring.
The screams don't stop.
You'd be surprised.
Okay,
Dude,
well,
I think we're just glossing over the fact that we literally just got a free 5th party member. Like, is that not the coolest fucking shit?
Yes.
that
Oh,
is
it's not free.
No, it's
Well-
a result of 7 levels of building on Roger's part.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kyra also mentions that she was able to ask around, and she thinks she found some street performers who might be willing to join the little,
And an extra fucking team.
Actually, I was gonna suggest something for that,
yeah.
rather than having Kyra bring them in. I'll just message it to you.
Okay. Yeah, leadership works a little bit differently. Leadership's a complicated feat, but this particular adventure is another reason why I allowed it. It says that instead of getting the massive fucking fan club that feat comes with, is that as his leadership score goes up, you guys get free bonus teams.
Sick.
Amazing.
cool.
Good building, man.
Well, before going to bread to
Before going to
to
bread,
bread, before going to bed, Tib'resh is going to bring some clothes, some food, and some everything that I picked up today to round out the team and get them clothed at least, and say, here you go, guys. We I know you've been through a whole lot, so eat up and take care of yourselves and get some good rest tonight.
Thank you. Ava has pretty much taken over the job as spokesperson for the group and whatnot, because her grasp of common is better than everyone else's. So she thanks you, and then they set about trying to figure out, okay, who fits what best.
I was told one size fits most, so
For a cloak.
right. And I make sure they get settled up and they got places to rest as well, and head to bed.
All right, they
Sleep in the room next to me.
well, it's depending on. Let's see. I think I actually do think there's enough space in here for everyone.
Oh yeah, just have them sleep at the foot of our bed or next to us. Then they'll get good sleep too.
Look at
That's
that!
true.
It literally matches out.
They also benefit from essentially getting 4 days of the best bed rest.
Yeah, can I want to.
Why doesn't Sugtok set up like a sleeping bag?
Yeah,
right
I'm
here?
gonna sleep right here, and I'm gonna pull all of the beds around me in just like a spiral out from the center of the room. One big bed.
Okay, yeah, sure. Everyone's having a great big,
Except for Kyra, who already locked herself in her room.
Yeah, Kyra doesn't need this. She's fully good to go.
I can't believe I'm missing the slumber party.
Well, you know what out of character, you know what their slumber parties are like.
Is there
that's
any
true.
way to cheat?
I've slept at Sugtok's house before.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what happens. I know what happens when they uncork the third
I
bottle.
don't try to cuddle Tib'resh tonight, but I do offer 2 cuddle spots to the Aqua Elves if they want it.
And I'm sure they decline.
27 for diplomacy to cuddle.
They feel that you've only just met, and that might be a little on the awkward side.
27? That's the most diplomatic come cuddle me ever.
Demonstrably
Like
untrue.
DC 30. Like they don't want to fucking cuddle me.
Yeah, considering the traumatic experience they've been going through, cuddles is not exactly in the cards right now.
All right, we'll see how you
Sugtok pulls
guys
out
feel.
the
after
consent
tonight's
form
sleep.
from the Dave Chappelle skit about the woman who's trying to have sex with him.
And he gets
I
hit.
promise.
He gets hit with the
This will
dust
be
of
the
broken
best night's
hearts.
sleep.
All right. Anyway,
Dun, dun,
Icar
dun.
gets home.
Yes. I hear that there's a package from me.
Yeah. Yes. Your mother says that a package was delivered to you from the tailor, and Katarina put it up in your room.
Thanks, Lavinia. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. He's like, "You're welcome." And you get up there, and it's about the size of a lunchbox, like a modern day lunchbox.
Okay.
And opening it up, you see inside there's a note sitting on top of a pair of boots. Very, very finely made boots.
Of course it's clothes. I don't know what else I expected. Icar will open the note and read it.
It says, Icar, after the service you and the rest of your friends have done not just my flock and I, but all of Kintargo, though they know it not, you asked for nothing in return. However, you then chose to leave your deeds anonymous instead of taking credit for them, at least on a personal level. The citizenry might never know what you all have done for them, but I cannot in good conscience let such selflessness go unrewarded. Of the available stock at my store, these boots are the finest piece I have made. While they cannot give a raven flight, I believe that these boots of levitation to be the next best thing. I hope the 4 of you find them useful. As for my assistance with your current project in the city, I will be sending another gift along shortly, but I'd hate to spoil the surprise.
It's too late, Hedman. I already know about the other gift. Icar will look at the boots of levitation as I look at boots of levitation, because I'm not familiar with exactly what they do.
I'll let you cast levitate.
I was about to say I have one guess.
Okay, so they're a command item. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't have to know levitate to use them.
Correct.
But you also have the spider shoes. You only get one cool pair of shoes.
Ah, that is true.
And also,
Give me the floaty boots.
Melee attacking while levitating gives you a -1 on the attack roll every time you try to do a melee attack until you take a round to stabilize yourself.
What about magic?
Magic's not a melee attack.
Boom,
And
motherfucker.
it's not a ranged weapon attack; it's a ranged spell attack. So these are honestly probably Flickie boots.
And I said, hey,
We'll all get penalties.
But Flickie doesn't even know you have them, so let's keep going.
Okay, Icar will close the box on the boots, and he will enjoy a nice evening, and he'll get back 1 point of wisdom.
All right.
And I'll just say he'll go ahead and drink one of the potions of lesser restoration. We have plenty,
All right.
so I'll heal the other 2 points.
And with the knapsack, Garrett's going to heal everything except 1 point of wisdom damage. All right. And while we're sleeping, I'm going to give you guys another thing about how Kyra is going to work with this whole situation. She comes with her own equipment slots and everything. So if you guys have magic items that you don't need or can't use, there's always the chance that she could. But it also means that just because she's here does not mean you guys have to make an extra dose of the loot divvied up for her. She's automatically going to get a small share of whatever you guys find, pretty much. So, like, when I say that you guys find 2,000 gold pieces, that's the 2,000 gold pieces that you guys split up among the 4 of you, because you actually found like 2150, but Kyra swiped her share before you guys started to divvy it up, so you don't need to worry about her money.
Nice.
Question. If she dies, can Roger or can Icar get another follower?
Yes, he can.
Yes, I can, but it will be at a bit of a penalty. Every time I have a cohort die, that news does not exist in a vacuum.
Yeah.
So new cohorts would be like, I don't know, that last cohort died.
Yeah. In an effort to mitigate that, instead of using the standard NPC stat block, I have in fact rolled Kyra's stats. Her stats are pretty good, because I can't not roll ninja for 4d6 on stats.
Not to mention, she got a little boost from being my cohort, too.
Yes, because Icar has... Is that a feat or is that a trait?
It is a racial trait.
It's a rate. Okay, you took an alternate human racial trait to up one of her stats by an additional +2. And she has a slight bit more wealth than an NPC of her level would, just for the sake of I'm trying to keep her alive a bit, because I've actually put some effort into crafting her character. I didn't just drop a follower on Icar when he hit level 7.
I mean, I can if you want to like give me a gold penalty for that, I'm more than happy to try to help her get equipped.
No, it's okay.
Well,
It's okay. It's her. Oh no, she's got a magic weapon and +1 armor. Oh no.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
mean,
in the bag of holding, we've got the +1 chain shirt or the snake scale armor.
She's got +1 studded leather armor, and that's good enough for her right now.
Yeah, I mean, we can just write off the +1 leather armor.
I mean,
Isn't snake scale for Icar? Wasn't that the one that's all stealthy and shit?
Yeah, the snake scale, I'm just not using it right now because the armor check penalty sucks for being underwater.
Right.
Yeah, once you guys finish up with all the underwater stuff, he's going to put the snake armor on.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, so yeah. And then next day is Sunday.
Yep, I have already shifted the thing on the world map over for that. And waking up, there is something that you can do today, specifically Flickie, because there was one magic item you failed to identify.
Well, let's identify it.
It would be the rod that Uncle Pa had.
The rod. Let me identify this guy's rod.
Yeah, look at Uncle Pa's rod, man.
So that's spellcraft, right?
Spellcraft to identify.
Luke, is it a
Man,
is it a thick rod?
I have 20 on that. No, 18? 18. Uh, 32.
It is a lesser extend metamagic rod.
Sick. I slide it into my pocket.
Here's how that works. 3 times a day, you can choose a spell from level 1 to level 3, and it is freely extended as the metamagic feat without changing its spell level as you cast it.
Lesser extend magic 3 per day. And you said spells level 1 through 3?
Yes, level 1 through 3, because every type of metamagic rod has a lesser, a standard, and a greater version. Lesser does spell levels 1 through 3, regular does 4 through 6, and greater does 7 through 9.
Okay. Follow-up question. Extend is which one again? Is that the range one?
Extended doubles the length.
Length, okay.
Now, it does let you use the metamagic feat for free, but you still have to treat it as if you're adding metamagic to a spell, which will change your spell casting for that spell from being a standard action to being a full round action.
Okay.
It's just keep that in mind when you
Like
want to use
stationary
extended spells that you're going to be stationary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or it just means that he does it before you guys go
But-
into a room where you think there's something.
Well, and the good thing with you having the mana cloak in that situation is like you can find a spot, plant yourself, and like, all right, this is where I lay out
sorry.
the fire off.
Extended spells duration. I'm stupid. I thought it meant
right.
the distance one.
No, that's widened spell or
Yeah.
enlarged spell.
Okay.
Yeah, extend is duration.
If you gave us a rod with the widen meta magic on it,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And also, because you're using the rod as a full round, you can't combine it with any other effect you would be using to use meta magic.
But this
That's fine.
Yeah, but this means that a full round action you can cast extended haste for free.
Yeah, or like extended water breathing would double the amount of time we have underwater.
That's fair.
And you can do it for free, and you don't have to, because normally when wizards use meta magic, they have to prepare it in their spell slot for the day with the meta magic included. And this lets you do it more flexibly, or it just lets you do it without having to take the extra level penalty on the spell.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it'll be really useful for water breathing.
dude,
for
free
now, too, yeah.
extended haste is amazing.
Yeah, at this level that would be 14 rounds of it instead of 7.
Damn. Well, sick. What happens next, DM?
That's up to you guys. Now that you've prepared your spells for the day and you've identified your thing.
Well,
I forgot that's what I was doing.
After
Right,
Icar does his morning stuff, he heads out and he will come to the Lucky Bones.
All right.
And
I
he will
use one of my
hope
spell
that-
slots.
Out of curiosity, is this 45 your level 7 hit points?
It is.
Okay.
I do not have a lot of hit points.
You guys, I'd like to take just another day or two of prep. I want to craft some scrolls of haste, just for before the next. If this thing gets violent downstairs and we've got to find a way to fight it, having all of us be zippy would be good, and not spending spell slots on it would be even better. Also, an extra night's sleep would do me a lot of good.
Well, okay, hold on. Rewind and say that again.
So it's going to take me 8 hours to craft a scroll of haste.
Okay.
So if I want to craft 2 scrolls of haste so I can haste all of us before I fight. Well, Flickie's got haste too.
Okay, well, hold on a second. If you just want to not fight, if you don't want to have to deal with the drowning, we have 2 things we need to do downstairs. And group huddle. Everybody get together. We're gonna plan.
Technically, you got
Kyra,
3 things, I think.
Kyra, let me explain to you our current predicament.
Devil.
We've
By
mostly
the way,
Yeah, 3 things.
you guys have. This is the first time any of you have ever seen what Bedhead looks like on a human-sized foxtail.
Nah.
Can I prestidigitate
you
Kyra's hair?
must all roll will saves to not
Pretty.
floof the tail.
If you start
Just,
waving,
like,
if you
clean
start-
up the mane.
If you start waving hands at Kyra, she starts growling at you and baring her teeth.
I was just gonna like whistle and twirl my fingers around like brushing.
Okay, so yeah, let Kyra. We have a few tasks that we haven't finished downstairs.
Yeah. Well, tell me what's
We
what.
have the it's still flooded because the pump is broken.
Oh.
I've talked to
great.
Hedeman about fixing it.
You say flooded, and she shifts into her human form.
Yeah, that's.
What does that
probably
look like?
smart.
Is it like Mystique, where all the scales kind of like flip over?
Yeah,
And shit?
like her hair recedes in her snout. It's very Animorphs.
Oh, gross. Flickie visibly shudders, but is still fascinated.
So yes, we need to fix the pump system. I've talked to Hedeman. Next time Hedeman gets a day off, which I think is probably going to be Moon Day, he's volunteered to come down and at least look at it. And if he can't fix it, he knows someone who can fix it.
Well, that would certainly be something, wouldn't it?
Second thing, there's a vault which we haven't opened yet. And that's probably what I'm going to spend most of today doing if Sugtok and Flickie are going to be doing scrolls, is I'm going to be trying to crack that vault open so we can see what's inside it.
Would you like some help?
I'll take any help that I can. Mostly I would prefer someone to be there just in case the trap on the door tries to take my fingers off again. Because it tried to do that last time.
Well, if it does, I can patch you up.
I can come
And
with you.
the third thing is the drowning demon that's downstairs.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I can probably help with that.
We don't really know much about him, but he is angry at us, or he was angry at us, and currently, with downstairs being flooded, he has a home field advantage. And from what we, have been able to observe, he either can't or won't leave the chamber that leads from the Lucky Bones out into the harbor. Whether or not he's staying here just because, or if it's because of his contract, we're not certain. We think it's his contract, but we don't know for 100%.
A contract would make sense.
We think he's bound, and we found a note on one of the former guild masters saying that they had bound a demon, or a devil.
Okay, yeah. Clarification: they're two very different
So
things.
they bound a devil. If you guys, if you guys want to let me have some time to try to crack that door open, that gives you time to craft whatever scrolls you want to do, because that doesn't need to be done ahead of time. All I ask is that right about as I'm getting ready to finish opening the door, that we could all be ready just in case there's something inside.
Prudent.
If you're cracking into the vault, Luke, am I able to like craft scrolls and be nearby, and if something starts to go wrong, still use an immediate reaction?
Crafting the scroll requires 8 hours of work within a 24-hour period. If you want to work for 4 hours, take a break, help him with stuff, and then come back for 4 hours, I'd be okay with that.
I'm down for that. I want to be around whenever the opening of the vault door is happening.
I promise.
as Sugtok,
I promise.
want to be.
I won't open it fully until everyone's around. I have no intention of walking in by myself.
Out of character, it's skill checks and skill rolls, right?
Well, what I'm thinking about
Gallon's
doing
inspiration, right?
For what I'm thinking is I'm just probably going to take 20 on opening the door. So each check for taking 20 is going to take an hour. I think last time you said it was 3 checks?
It's 3 consecutive checks. However, you cannot take 20 on them because there's the chance of a low enough failure that the trap triggers.
I don't think that's how the take 20 rules work.
Is it a once per day kind of thing with take 20? Or?
No. At level 7 for you, you can take 20 on a knowledge skill once a day, but that's a skill. It's specifically a thing for your class.
Yep.
Also, what I wanted to go to a magic item shop for the day, so whenever that happens, that would be tight.
I might roll out with you because I have to go to work later today, and I wanted to find a Fighters Guild or a dojo somewhere where I might be able to find a trainer.
I guess you're allowed to take 20 when you're opening locks. You're not allowed to take 20 when you're disabling traps. But I'm not trying to disable the trap. I'm trying to open the lock.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Also, I noticed a shiny-ass pair of boots hanging off of Icar's rucksack, and I'm like, hey, what's up with the fly kicks?
Actually, I wanted to address that earlier. Flickie, you're not wearing any special shoes, are you?
Well, they're special in the fact that my mother made them for me. But
Oh well,
other than
then
that, no.
I could never step between you and your mother.
No, no,
You're not wearing any special shoes, are you?
no. These no.
That
I'm
implied
not.
a very Norman Bates level type of thing.
But, no, my mom made me some slippers, and then she died.
Flickie's just like he hears that second part.
Squirrel.
He just chucks the flickers. He chucks the slippers away. What was
What
that?
slippers?
No. You already have a lot of mobility, but I feel like it probably wouldn't hurt for you to be able to get out of danger even faster. And Hedeman was very appreciative of the work we've done. He was willing to give me a gift that I think you'd be able to use more effectively than I would.
Well, as I'm sliding them on, I'm like, what do they do?
Why don't you click the heels 2 times together and wish to go back to Kansas?
There's no place like Kansas, and I start floating in the air, and I'm like, ah, ah, ah.
Well, you float in the air for a couple of feet, and then you hit the ceiling.
Oh, so they just keep going.
Well, let me get the levitate spell up for you. Hold on.
Are we all together right now?
You guys are having a general powwow at the moment. Yeah, Dillon
Is Kansas the activation phrase?
I'm
No,
not
because
certain.
I'm not going to do that every time.
Anyway, now the boots of levitation allow you to levitate only yourself. The levitate spell, usually you can choose who the target is, but the boots are specifically yourself. Allows you to move yourself up or down as you wish. You must be willing to be levitated. You can mentally direct yourself to move up or down as much as 20 feet each round as a move action. You cannot move horizontally, but you could like push yourself against a wall, pull yourself along like a rail or a rope or something. And attacks with a melee ranged, you don't do that, so I don't need to read you that part.
But yeah,
Okay, so question. So if
lets
I'm
you-
against the ceiling, I could conceivably crawl my way across the ceiling with the boots
Yes,
on?
Yes.
but you'd be crawling at half speed.
That's fine. These are kick ass. And then I'm like, how do I turn them off? And then they deactivate, and I fall like 10 feet to the floor.
Oh, they only fall about 3 feet to the floor.
What? How tall
It's
is
a
this
very
room?
small room.
10.
Oh, 10. Okay. At first, I was like, this room is not 3 feet tall. Then I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, for the love of God.
10-foot room.
I mean, for the love of God, the opium den is 7 feet tall. Tib'resh has to hunch in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's pretty funny.
Speaking of what Tib'resh needs to
Yeah,
do.
Tib'resh, what do you want to do?
Well, I gotta get to work later, and I wanted to point out that if we are going to go underwater again, we might have to.
We need water breathing.
We used a few of our things last time in our last underwater.
I
storm.
can
Well, it's about-
use my new meta magic rod to double our water breathing time.
And also, I would just like to point this out. Those of you who are going under, if you're just going to the vault, you know where that is. You guys think you can probably reach that on a single breath.
And then worst case,
Yeah.
I could cast water breathing underwater if we need it.
Well, even
Well, we can wait on
not
water
even-
breathing until we're
You
small.
probably don't even need to don't even worry about breath. Just use some of these air crystals.
What?
Air crystals. They're
Ooh.
alchemical items. You put them in your mouth and you chew on them, and they give you a little bit of breathing air. They last for, I think it's a minute per air crystal.
That's cool.
So in
And
the event of an emergency, pop a crystal into your mouth and you get a minute of air.
Yes.
Reaction or a
It's a move.
Place
It's
it
a, I
in
think
your
it's a
mouth.
move action to use
It's
an
a
item.
it's a standard to put it in your mouth. Chewing them each round is a free action.
Yeah, so it's like using a potion. Standard to use an item.
Can I
So-
put 5 in my mouth at once and then chew them one at a time?
Probably not.
Consider. I'm going to DM rule no,
Okay.
because then you would still just get.
Move action, chomp.
Okay, so everyone's got a crystal. Everyone's got their meth. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, y'all are going to the vault. I'm making a haste scroll.
I'm going with Tib'resh to a magic item store.
Yeah, I'll follow you along. Luke, my intent is to find a local dojo and a potential trainer that would help me for my switching out my deflect arrows.
You can roll me diplomacy to gather information. Flickie, there's not exactly a magic item store in Cantargo where they just have shelves upon shelves of magic items. There are a couple of shops that have a magic item, some maybe 2, but Like, the closest thing you could think of that has multiple magic items is Chrysali's Fine Tomes, because she can sell spell scrolls there, and she has a handful of them.
But I don't want scrolls. That's not what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for pearls of power.
You could wait until your next rebellion action and order one.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to tag along with Tib'resh.
Okay.
I want to see him awkwardly talk to some
Is
guy.
that your diplomacy check?
Yeah, I'm not trained in it.
Unfortunately, the closest thing that you're able to get for that is some people say that people practice with weapons at the arena-like structure in the middle of the war cage, but he wouldn't call that a dojo, and he wouldn't call anyone there like a trainer.
I know what to do. I talked to Tim the Hawk, and I asked him to look for birds to talk to in areas that look specifically like humans are training with weapons, but not to kill.
Well, that
That's
seems
a
like it
tall
might
order.
be too general.
Dude, they'll figure it out. It'll be like, because Tim knows what he's looking for. He can just fly up and be like, hey, what's up with these
remember the
humans?
birds that are going to be talked to do not have the same intelligence as your hawk.
I know. That's why it's going to be hilarious, but it's all right. I understand.
I just feel like we're going to get a lot of feedback. No, it's all right. I'll ask around or look. I'll keep an eye out for some flyers. Actually, is what I'm going to do. Maybe there's a local fighters guild or a club.
The closest thing you would think about Fighters Guild would be the Hell Knights. But
right.
But,
Can I do a diplomacy
But
roll?
unfortunately, the Order of the Torrent has been outlawed, and their citadel has been seized by the government. And most people don't recommend talking to the Order of the Rack.
Right. Well, in that case, I gotta be at work in a little bit, but I got a little bit of time to kill, Flickie, if you wanna, grab something to eat.
Yeah, sure. Can I also roll diplomacy to see if I can ask around and see if there's a dojo while we're like walking on our way to the
If you want to, and Garrett, since I'm not going to be doing anything with you right now, if you have to go.
Okay, I guess I'll roll diplomacy. So that's like +2. Okay. Oh yikes! Nah, didn't happen.
Similar.
All right. Yeah, I got less than Tim, so.
Tim the Hawk comes back and says, "There's apparently the sailors like to wrestle to keep themselves in tip-top shape, but I don't think that's what he's looking for."
Well, we don't know what he likes.
It's all right. Icar knows this city pretty well. Maybe he's familiar with something. He had to learn those skills from somewhere. So let's just get a move on. Let's go and grab a bite to eat at House of Ming or something.
Yeah, let's hit House of Ming. I'm down.
All right.
We get some lunch.
Scooting over to Icar.
We get some kick-ass. What are the equivalent of like the Chinese people in this game called again?
The Tien people from Tien Sha.
Tien Sha. Yeah, let's go get some Tien, bro.
All right. Moving on to the door.
Okay, so
what does your
door.
take? If you take 20, what will your result be?
If I take 20 on a disabled device, the total roll will be a 37.
Okay, good. That'll take you 3 hours. I actually don't need to help you. Because after an hour, the first lock and you can see that one of the mechanisms, that the complex mechanisms on this door, has disengaged.
Whew. Icar kind of wipes some sweat from his brow. There's no air circulation down here. It's getting a little warm.
Dunk your head in the water.
And then not be able to see straight? Do you want me to cut my fingers off?
I don't even know where to start.
I'm beginning to think that your time among the Asmodean clergy has made you more cantankerous than you deserve to be.
I agree.
So maybe if you spent more time among us friendly chums, you'll have a cleaner and more friendly disposition.
I don't know what friendly means up there in the lands of the Linorm Kings, but my word, Sugtok was interesting last night.
Yeah, he gets like that. But he's really friendly. He doesn't mean it in an invasive way. I get the feeling that
pardon me, blood sacrifices and rituals of that nature on a daily basis they get to you after a while.
Yeah, I imagine. Did you ever think about just just going nuts and calling the whole thing off and taking some personal revenge?
A great many times.
Well,
and then Barzilai came to town. He started whatever he's been doing. Grivener's been with him for a lot of it.
Really?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. He is both a member of the clergy and a Thrune.
Yeah. But Grivener's usually not that active.
Man, I could really go for some Milos down here. Why do I always want Milos at the worst possible times?
Because if it's at the best possible times, you can just go and get it.
Something nice and fatty and greasy and hold on, I think I've got the second one unlocked.
And ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Another different mechanism this time, but disengages.
Do you... this is probably going to be done in about an hour. I don't suppose you can tell the others that they need to hurry down here.
I'll go fetch.
Yeah, I wasn't telling you to go fetch. Oh, you know what? Okay, fine.
Here's a tip. When I say something, it's okay.
It's just a little wolf humor.
Anyway,
so it's okay.
About 2.5 hours have passed, so Sugtok, you've probably made one scroll by this point.
I'm making a third level, so it's 8 hours.
All right, I'm interrupting you for that. And by this point, Flickie and Tib'resh are probably coming back, probably with some teriyaki hidden in Tibresh's beard.
Oh, awesome. Sometime around 4 hours in, I was going to break to ask the elves what they wanted for lunch.
I was going to say I do have to get to work at some point today, but I'm trying to figure out if I should do it before or after we bust into this vault. Luckily, Ruba's so nice about my scheduling. As long as I make it in and do my work.
You can call in sick for one day. I think this is more important.
I figured, okay. I worked so hard to get this job. I've only worked like a few weeks. Yeah, it's been a month
at this point. You probably got a day of PTO saved up.
Okay, I'll
getting PTO.
And can we send the Silver Raven?
I was gonna,
too subtle or too blatant?
To be fair, Silver Raven figurines of wondrous power are an uncommon but still not unique to your situation magic item.
Send her a Silver Raven that says you're busy and include a little winky face.
Wink.
A semicolon and a closed parentheses.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know what I get up to in my spare time. She just knows that I have funny friends.
Did you say a semicolon and a parent? Oh!
Wait.
And I double over.
So, Tib'resh is going to write a note to Ruba that says, good afternoon, Ruba. I'm so sorry I can't make it in today. I'm not feeling very well.
Okay.
But I'm going to roll for it because I want my...
Yes, don't think anything about the bird. Wink.
Then roll bluff.
Oh, shit. That is not good for me. Okay.
Boy, this got away from us fast.
15.
Okay.
I was gonna roll for quality of the handwriting just because that's been a bit. But no.
If you want to roll linguistics, I won't stop you.
Real quick, we aren't doing much else today, right?
It's up to you. Yeah. You guys, I think, are planning for this to be something of an off day.
Fucking shit. It's
Okay.
not my best work.
Oh, hey, your handwriting looks shaky, like it was written by a sick person.
Good! And I'm gonna gallon inspiration his handwriting up to 14.
Slightly less sick person.
Well,
Oh wait, no, I wanna upgrade his bluff then. I want him to look like shit.
Okay, 20 on the bluff.
And I send it off with the Silver Raven. I can make up the day if you need me to. Sorry, it should be part of the message. And send it off.
Kyra just stares at the lot of you. How have you survived to level 7?
You take care of your friends, Kyra.
Are we not doing well? Tib'resh says with ink-stained hands, brushing it off on his brand new outfit.
Anyway, Icar is getting ready to pop the last lock on the vault.
Yes, it's here. This last one is a little tricky.
You're still downstairs. I'm upstairs with the rest of them. They haven't come down yet.
Yeah. Yeah, did Kyra tell them we're about to open the vault?
As soon as she says he's about to pop the last lock, before she gets to the vault out, I'm already like sprinting to get there as fast as I can.
Okay. I'm just going to zip her back down there. You got Flickie and Tib'resh can move themselves down to the vault area. All right. Icar pops the last lock as Tib'resh's head pops up out of the water. Flickie right behind him.
It's a little crowded in here.
Yeah, you and you are actually kind of.
You've got like a straw.
You're standing there like up to your like chest in water, and Kyra has actually reverted to her fox form and is on your shoulders to save space.
Nice.
All right, is everybody here? So I believe I just reach in and I twist this and I pull this.
Oh, just before you pop it, Flickie, take a quick mental image. I want a picture of this moment.
Okay.
Go for it.
Click.
There's also a bunch of. There's also like a handful of discarded sun rods around Icar's feet because it's dark down here.
It's just dimly lit blobs with a fox on one of the shoulders.
But anyway, he works with the last mechanism and click, 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 ka-chunk.
Well,
The final mechanism comes undone.
All right, let's see what's inside, and he will push the door. Does it like slide like a vault door, like on one side with hinges, or does it like split apart?
It hinges inward,
Okay.
but it appears to run along like an arc, like a track in the floor,
Okay.
which you imagine was what the first mechanism was because it was on the lower third of the door.
Right. Okay, so yeah, he'll slide it open.
The room inside, against the north wall, there are 3 heavy iron chests sitting in an otherwise empty room. Empty, that is, save for the desiccated corpse of a human woman with 8 long, spidery legs protruding from her back.
I hit my staff on the ground and the staff lights up.
Light has been cast.
All right, let's poke our heads in.
Do I have any? You said it's a skeleton?
A desiccated corpse of a human woman with 8 long, spidery legs protruding from her back.
Do we remember
I'm gonna
any
do
of
knowledge check. I want to see what that is.
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature, huh?
I do not have any
Plus
ranks
10.
in knowledge nature.
I got plus 10 on that. Let me take
What does
a swing.
Kyra have? Kyra has ranks in
19.
knowledge nature. She does not
28.
know.
I got 28.
28. Oh, good. Flickie knows what it is. It's a creature known as a Jorogumo, a spidery shape changer from Tian Sha.
No, Kyra has it as a class skill, but she doesn't have any ranks in it.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong part of the sheet. Oh well, either way, doesn't matter. Flickie identifies it as a dead Jorogumo.
Okay,
Come
I
back.
then turn around to tell the party what it is. Yeah, I was about to say, can it
reanimate?
what else do I know about it?
It's a spidery shape changer. It takes the form of a woman and has the capability of summoning giant black widows. I believe it's poisonous.
Can I tell if it's is it burned to death or stabbed to death,
It's-
or what's the?
It's crispy, dried body jerky. Like it's been here for a long time,
Oh, okay, well then I go
Like-
check out one of the chests.
like a few decades.
Like potentially it was locked in the vault and just starved to death.
Yeah, potentially.
I want to try to step on all of its bones like spiders.
Crunch, crunch, snap, crunch, snap, crunch, crunch, snap, crunch.
Perfect.
Snap, crackle, pop. All right, you check the chest. It does not matter which one you check. It is locked.
Hey, Icar, get over here. I need your help with something.
Okay. How elaborate do these locks look?
More elaborate than the locks you
I have
just
no
picked.
idea. Oh, you're...
Okay. Don't we have keys?
Yeah, I got a key ring. Zing-ging-ging-ging-ging.
Well, those
And I
keys
tried to
didn't
put-
work on the door. You try using the key. You got the keys off the guy who's literally running up
yeah.
this way.
And it was 3 keys, and there's 3 chests. So let's check them out.
And,
I
and
tried.
these keys look like they match the locks, as opposed
Hell
to the more
yes.
complicated-looking keyholes on the vault door.
All right, everyone. I tossed 2 of the other keys to 2 of the other party members and say, let's do this like we're about to launch a magic missile. And we have to turn all of our keys at the same time.
Is that how you launch magic missiles?
No, that's how you launch a meteor storm.
Okay, all right. 3. We find the matching locks to the keys, and we all unlock them on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Twist.
Koomph.
They pop open. Out of
What's
curiosity,
inside?
with the chest on left, middle, and right, who's opening what chest?
I'm on the left.
All right. Who's
I'll
on
be in the middle.
You're on middle, and who's on right?
I'll do right.
Okay. Who's gonna pull treasury duty? Who's gonna take care of the loot page?
Hold on.
Not me. I'm slow at typing.
I can go ahead and do that.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, you're in? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Go.
All right, he's already in.
We're gonna go with Dillon's chest first
Who's Dillon?
because we're.
Yeah. I'm just messing with you.
You open the chest, and this is the stereotypical chest full of loot. Specifically, are you ready, Scribe? Not
I'm
you,
just gonna
Tib'resh.
go. What's in the bag of holding? It's under that tab.
Okay. He finds in there 388 platinum,
I throw that in my handy haversack. Okay. 388. You said.
388 platinum. Garrett, you got that?
Okay. So
Am I putting it, or is Dylan putting it in?
I'm putting it on my
Like,
sheet because
what
I
is
still
that?
have the money from the check from the bank.
Cool.
But okay. So what else?
2,345 gold pieces,
So 24.45. Okay.
6,590 silver,
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
14,400 copper pieces,
14,040. Good God. Okay.
and various art objects, gems, and jewelry that you can appraise with your new fancy headband, worth an additional 4,200 gold.
Okay. I throw all that shit in the haversack and I turn around and I'm like, oh boys, we're good. We're good.
All right.
What do you got?
Tib'resh is in the middle one, correct?
No, Garrett or Sugtok.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Sugtok's in the middle one, right? All right.
Okay, so I'm writing again.
Yes. Okay, here we
Okay.
go. Yours is lined with padded velvet, and it is full of vials of various things, most of which are labeled. So you find 8 potions of cure moderate wounds,
Yes.
and just
Alright.
just say like, okay when you're finished with it. 4 potions of lesser restoration,
Restoration are like the disease or like ability score ones, right?
Yep.
4 potions of neutralize poison.
Alright.
4 potions of remove curse.
All right.
4 potions of remove disease.
Oh, all right.
All right.
A vial labeled lich dust. Sorry, 2 of them labeled lich dust.
All right.
6 vials of medium spider venom.
Sick. Can you put that on weapons and shit?
All right.
A single vial of wyvern poison.
Is that to poison wyverns or poison from a wyvern?
Poison from a wyvern.
Okay. I was like, because that's killer. Like,
Okay.
And a vial that looks like it was made from a large ruby that has been hollowed out with some viscous material inside. This is unlabeled,
oh, I'll just have to check that out.
but it is capped with like gold and the rest of like the ruby that was hollowed out to make this vial. Flickie or Icar, make me an appraise check.
I actually have 15 a bonus in that.
And,
so
and
I'll
don't forget
fucking run it.
that you should have a bonus rank, and that you should have 7 ranks in appraise because you get the free ranks for having the headband on.
Oh, you know what? That's right. One sec. So I have a 16 bonus in that.
Okay, well let's see if you roll higher than Icar's natural 20.
Probably not. But let's find out.
You might. He's only got +9.
I actually did. I got a 33.
Both of you are convinced that this vial alone is worth at least 3,000 gold.
But what is it? Do I not know what it is?
But it's just a vial for something inside.
Can I crack open the... Well, here, let's do the third chest and then talk about this vial of shit.
Oh, and you also find... Where is it?
Your mama.
Oh, yeah, and there's also a flask inside with... A flask with designs on the outside. They seem arcane of a certain nature.
Wait, what was it? Vial? Arcane?
A flask.
Flask that seems arcane in nature.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Very nice.
The third chest.
Tib'resh's chest is full of spikes! And they just, like, pop out and, like, stab him a
Don't
bunch.
be a mimic.
No.
Don't be a mimic.
Tib'resh's chest has a cloak, which you guys just flat out recognize as a cloak of elven kind.
What does that do?
That's the thing that adds +5 to stealth. You guys have you guys have 1 or 2 of those.
Give that to our new fox friend.
She'll take it if none of you are gonna have it.
Absolutely, yeah, that's great for her.
What appears to be a box, maybe about a foot long by about like 12 inches by like 4 inch by 4 inch.
So, like a dagger size box?
Something like that.
Okay.
You find 4 nondescript looking rings,
I will obviously look at those when we're done here.
a wand,
And that.
a robe,
And that. Jesus, alright.
and what looks like an engraved like stone about like the size of like a silver dollar with a rune inscribed on it.
Ooh.
Alright, sounds like a bunch of shit I have to fucking identify, but give me, my chest was just money and shit, so I just got to throw that into the sack.
I want to open that smaller box.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fucking get on that shit.
Hold on a
Does
second.
it look ornate or magical, or is it just like a box?
Hold on. I'm sorry. It was 12 inch by 6 by 6.
Okay.
And opening it, it just looks like a empty box.
Can I saunter over and see if there's anything magical about it?
Sure. You can use the lantern for that.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna use my little Witcher lantern.
Yes, the box is magic.
Oh, cool. What do I have to fucking...
Magic box.
All right, so now the loot folder has been live updated, right? Like we're good on that.
Let
All
me
right, so
scroll
now let's
down.
talk about what we found.
Yeah,
so
it's all in there.
we should, before we get to this magical items box thingy, we should see what this fucking vial full of shit is. Can I do a spellcraft to identify?
And I'm back in editing to update this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
When you say yeah, sure, will it actually work?
How about this? Your spellcraft is high enough that you know that technically it's not a spell effect. This is something alchemical.
Oh, geez. Well, then we're gonna have to take this to someone.
Well, you could just let the alchemist look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that's true. I forget we have. What the fuck? Sorry, let me mute myself.
Holy. Okay. Icar.
What's in the boogleba?
As with.
Technically, subtract 2 from that because I don't have my lab out. Right
Okay.
now.
Well, still, that's fine. Icar, you, along with every other alchemist who has ever entered into the field, has heard about what is considered the capstone of that field, an item known as a philosopher's stone. And within this philosopher's stone, those very rare that are seen to be created, there is an oil inside the stone capable of restoring life to the deceased. And this appears to be what this is.
This, wait, this is an elixir of life?
A single dose of oil of life distilled from the quicksilver of a philosopher's stone.
Okay, Flickie, please be very careful with that.
Absolutely.
This,
One dose.
this, this
We just
is essentially a free true resurrection spell. So it can bring anyone back to life.
And then you said the flask itself was worth 3,000 gold, right?
Basically the vial that it's in is basically a ruby that's had a recess carved into it. So like it's a ruby like the thickness of my thumb and about like 5 inches long that has been turned into a vial.
This is a get out of death free card.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Maybe. But like not just for like any of us, like anyone who's died within
like somebody really important
Yeah.
that dies, we can use that to save them and massively help the cause.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even set aside for a rainy day. That is set aside for the end of days.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
this is break vial in case of extreme emergency.
anything about the rings?
Yeah, I was about to say, let me get started on some identifying.
Okay, all 4 of those rings are radiating the same enchantment.
Okay, let me see what it is. Let me plus 18.
Don't you guys think it's funny that we keep seeing things in 4s?
That
got a
is
28.
pretty funny.
A what, Dillon?
28.
They are prisoners' dungeon rings.
What do they do?
I've never heard of that. What does that do?
You know that prisoners' dungeon rings come in a set that is linked to a jailer's dungeon ring, and whoever is wearing the jailer's dungeon ring is aware of the status of anybody wearing a linked prisoner's dungeon ring.
That's awesome.
But there's no jailer's ring in the chest.
Correct.
Did we search the corpse of that dead spider lady, or did Sugtok just step all over it and break everything?
She does not have any ring on her.
Okay.
I will just save you the trouble.
Well, shit, boys. Let's keep these for a rainy day.
Yeah, and then we gotta set them aside for now because I don't want to put something on and alert
Yeah,
some
that's fair.
random jailer to our status.
Mm-hmm.
Wand? Can we try to identify?
Yeah, let me see what that is.
I'm really interested in this engraved stone the size of a silver dollar with a robe inscribed on it.
25 on the wand.
It is a wand of alter self with 23 charges remaining.
Alter self, as in what?
That's
yeah,
a
what
spell
field
that
is
lets you transform into a similar looking humanoid. It's more powerful than disguise self because disguise self just kind of creates an illusion over you, and alter self is transmutation. It changes your physical features to appear as some other humanoid.
You said it has how many uses, Luke?
23.
23.
Okay, and then there was a robe and then a little silver dollar thing.
Yes.
And I'm
Is the robe
in and
magical or
updating
no?
these.
I'm sorry, the what?
Is the robe magical or no?
Yes, the robe and the little rune thing are both magic.
All right, cool. I guess I'll just do a double roll for both of them. So
No,
for
I
the
need,
robe,
I need you to do them separately.
no, I meant I got you. For the robe, I got 14 plus 18 is 32.
And what's the other one?
The other one would be 7 plus 18 is 25.
Okay, the rune that Sugtok is holding is a rune stone of power keyed to second level spells. It is essentially a pearl of power, but for spontaneous casters.
Yep.
That sounds like a Sugtok thing,
That's
right?
an extra
Through and through.
gallant inspiration every day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And the robe, I need to go into a little bit of detail on this.
all right, so I flick Sugtok the thingy.
Yeah, because the robe, it's like a dark gray robe, and it seems to have stitchings of various kinds of skeletons on it, like human skeletons, minotaur skeletons, snake skeletons. And you're starting to think it's kind of suspicious or whatnot as you're identifying it. And you're looking through it, and it kind of seems like it's something called a robe of bones. But you find something else tucked behind the necromancy enchantments. You find a sneaky little transmutation enchantment hidden underneath several layers of magical obfuscation. And you realize you can just identify this as a cursed item known as a robe of powerlessness.
Glad I didn't put it on.
Yes, you
All right.
are.
All right, well, I stuff it in the sack.
Okay.
Ooh, wait. What do we know what that does?
A robe of powerlessness, when someone wears the robe, it instantly their strength score is reduced by 10, and if they're a caster, their casting ability score is reduced by 10. If they're not a caster, their intelligence is what's targeted and reduced by 10. But then the curse stays with you even if the robe comes off.
So this is something that, like, if I could cast a spell to disguise this as like a beautiful item, and we could get somebody to put it on, we could curse them with it.
Yes.
I mean, or you could just force someone to wear it.
I got them in the bag.
It's a cloak, just gotta drape it on their shoulders.
It's a robe.
Robe. Well, yeah, you'd have to get a minute.
All right, you guys take the arms. Tib'resh and I will hold the arms, and Flickie will just put this on people we need to demoralize, and you come in from behind and stab them.
By the way, Dillon, you
Fucking
needed to roll at least a 31 to identify it as a robe of powerlessness instead of just the robe of bones it was masquerading as.
What's a robe of bones?
A robe of bones is a robe where you can basically tear off the stitching of the skeleton, throw it, and it spawns the skeleton.
That's cool.
And
That's
Are
pretty
we?
neat.
Wait, can you, without wearing it, can you pull one of the skeletons off and throw it?
Flickie is aware that it only looks like a robe of bones. It is not
Okay.
actually a robe of bones. It's meant to deceive people into thinking it's a robe of bones. Putting it on, it's like, uh-oh.
Nice.
Well, shit. Okay, well, looks like we found some decent shit.
That's a
Dude,
crazy haul.
That runestone is the biggest fucking thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
And the flask that you pulled is also magical.
Oh yeah, what's the flask?
Flickie has to identify it.
Let's find out. Another 32.
Okay, it is an item known as a flask of reconcoction.
You just put something in and can be something else?
Let me, fairly certain that I spelled that wrong. Hold on.
Oh, I just stuffed myself on orange chicken. Jesus Christ. And after eating all that House of Ming, too.
Okay, hold on a second, 'cause the flask of reconcoction
of Ming.
is an interesting little thing because depending on... It's what's known as a scaling item, which means that
Oh shit.
its power depends on what level the user is. So as you guys go up in level, its abilities will increase slightly. But what it does right now is, once I find it,
Flask of reconcoction.
yeah. What it does right now is any potion of a first level spell you can pour into the flask, and then as long as you drink from the flask at this level, after a day passes, it will generate another potion of that kind.
What? That's awesome.
But it must be drunk from the flask. If you drink from the flask before 24 hours have passed, or if you pour it out and drink from something else, basically the flask like cancels out and you have to add another potion to it.
So it's like a little basic little healing item right now that it's just once a day.
Well,
you have a
any level.
Hey,
one
well,
potion.
yeah, you could put anything in there conceivably. All right, well that's cool.
Wait, here, I'll just put mine right here. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically once per day it's a free first level potion.
You just gotta pour the potion you want it to become into it, and then every day it becomes that potion.
Well, then when you drink from the flask, it's gonna remember what potion was in there, and then spend at this level a day refilling with like another copy of that potion.
But does it do that every day?
As long as it was used, yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, thanks for the information. All right, so that's the vault. Worth it, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
That's a lot of cool shit.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was a lot of six swag. Just extra gallon inspiration, man.
So that's
Oh,
one
God.
of the three things. Now we just need to figure out what we're going to do about the other two.
Yeah, we got a little bit of prep. Hey, Dillon,
and
you
I guess
are not muted.
Technically, there are still areas down here that we haven't explored. We still haven't explored the other tunnelway, and there's this black area behind where the pipes are.
Shoot, I didn't even notice that. Well, we saw what was in the other direction, so let's be cautious about that. Oh, wait, we need to refill a little bit,
Well,
possibly.
I mean, if we're going to do some water exploring, we'd need to up on the water breathing.
Yeah.
So, but that's a commitment from Flickie. If he wants to use a water breathing spell on us, and if we all want
That's
to
fine.
stick together for a little bit to do some adventuring.
Yeah, that's cool. I can use the lesser extend magic on my water breathing, which would put it to how many?
It's caster level. It's 1 hour per caster level, and then
So 14 hours between 5 people.
against 4 people because one of you's got a manta ray cloak.
Oh, true. All right. Well, then I just split it up evenly.
All right, so
Evenly.
so
I'll give
so it's a little over 3 hours for everyone who's not Flickie.
like 3.5 hours or whatever. All right, you guys ready to go breathe in some water?
Yeah.
Kyra
I
says,
guess so. I already took the day off.
Kyra says, "What exactly does that feel like?"
Oh, it's weird. Trust me. And then I dive in.
Ugh. Do you need me to get the Tenebrae thing? Oh, you got it. Okay.
That
It's
was
still
cool.
gonna
It kind of was
feel
like, beep, boop.
like you're drinking water, except instead of drinking, you're breathing, and it's just come on. And I'm gonna follow Flickie.
Yeah.
I'm eating, so I'm following closely. I'm within 5 feet of everybody if I don't move myself.
Okay.
Do we want to take a mid-session break?
Is everybody
Seems like people need to do things.
all right? Everyone want to take a quick break before you spread out now?
Yeah, we just want to take 10 or whatever?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure. 10-minute break. See you guys back here then.
All right,
Yeah.
8:47.
Sounds good.
Alrighty then.
Start these down.
See you in a few.
That's good.
All right. And we're back. So you guys are heading out into the dock cavern. Which way are you going? I think the consensus is
I'm-
to the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
I
think
want to
so.
try to stay to the right of this yellow line.
Why is there a yellow line?
That is my how far. That's my line of scared for the devil.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll swim. I'll swim this way.
Okay. Who's got the? Tib'resh has dark vision, and Flickie's got the lit up staff.
I'm also gonna go and spit out 4 dancing lights in front of me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep them about 10, 20 feet in front of me, 2 on either side,
Okay.
10 feet apart.
Okay.
Do Kitsune have dark vision?
Well, let me check. I would have written that down. I know she has low light. Yeah, she's got low light, not dark.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle back to Flickie and say, "Hey, Flickie, you know my favorite kind of torture? It's water boring." And I'm gonna shift into boar form.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
No, you're not allowed to kill him for that. Not yet.
I didn't know what to say.
Okay.
Also, as Kyra and Tenebrae start hanging on the back, Tenebrae will say, you've talked to the other guy. And he's fine with it. I think I don't think we can afford to have split loyalties. If you're here with us, you're a silver raven.
I'm okay with that.
Understand that.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
This is a one-way road.
I understand. Sugtok, I'm going to put you back to the entrance so I can describe this cavern to you right quick.
Oh, word.
Okay. The walls of this large flooded cavern are covered with phosphorescent lichen, giving it the eerie atmosphere of almost a cathedral of some sort. To the north, there's a hand-carved circular tunnel angling upward, and among the rocky walls and floors of this cavern, you can see the telltale glint of golden flakes.
Can I peek around at the golden flakes and see if there's any like big chunks? Anything that looks worth?
Sure, just make me a perception check.
4.
Okay, where are you looking for the flakes?
Kind of like right here.
Okay.
I'm kind of feeling around the walls looking for something big and valuable and cool.
All right, hold on. Okay. The good news is you're not surprised. I need everybody to stop. Whoop, I accidentally moved Tenebrae. Because Sugtok, you're looking at the gold on the walls and whatnot and everything. And next to it, you can see what kind of looks like a large gemstone, or like a cat's eye slit going through it. And then you notice that the cat's eye slit ever so slightly moves to the left to kind of meet your gaze.
Oh, fuck.
And you are not surprised as a colossal snake mouth opens up and lunges at you. This is where initiative.
Oh no, dude! I'm immediately getting Majora's Mask vibes. We have to go get the eggs from those eels.
17. Y'all hear
You are not surprised as a giant snake attacks.
Yeah, do I get an
Snake.
opportunity attack or anything on
No,
it?
you are just not surprised. So you and the thing get to act during the surprise round. So everybody roll initiative. Let me get some fighting music.
Them's fighting beats.
Yeah, y'all hear a gargled fuck and look over to see whatever's about to happen.
Gargled
Oh, I don't have
Fuck
to
is
say
the
anything.
name of that's a good band name. That's what
What's
I'm
up,
gonna.
Atlanta? We are gargled fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right,
Well, yeah.
is everybody in?
Yeah, I rolled a
Yes,
14,
you
so
actually need to take Icar out of the initiative order.
I'll get that. All right.
For Tenebrae.
I thought that looked a little high. Well, the thing goes first, and on his turn, Flickie will probably be able to identify it, but I get to go first because it lunges out at you. Hold on a second. What exactly is this thing? Okay. The scales on this 12-foot-long water snake's back appears to be nothing more than smooth river stones, a few of which glint with traces of gold. It looks
Jesus
like
Christ.
this.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Oh. I am already Boar, actually. So
Yes, you did. All right.
What's that bonus health?
Your Constitution. You get temporary hit points equal to your level.
+7.
All right. So I get to attack you with its bite.
You idiots! We did not give out the potions before we left.
26 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You take 8 points of damage.
Oof.
I need a Constitution saving throw. And what is your CMD?
CMD?
Yeah. And yes, you guys are water breathing at the moment.
Where is my CMD? There it is. 23.
30. Yeah, I establish a grapple.
Oh my god, this
Son of a
snake is
bitch.
about to fuck us up.
Okay, and what's your Constitution save? Sorry, fort save. Okay. Please hold.
What does grappled entail?
Tim.
It's 12 feet? 12-foot snake?
Pretty much. It's a large sized creature. So.
Good meat for Milo.
Anyway, as far as what grappled gives you, let me get my thing out here now that I've finished making notes. Grappled. Creature cannot move or take action that requires 2 hands. -4 to dex, -2 to attack and combat maneuvers except escape attempts. Must make concentration checks to cast spells and cannot take attacks of opportunity. And
So I guess my immediate reaction will be a strength check to try to break free.
or an opposed grapple check, but yeah. Let me look here.
Is it one or the other? Is it a opposed grapple?
It's an opposed grapple, but that includes your strength.
Okay. And now, everybody else, after it successfully grabs Sugtok, everybody notices that the water around you seems to drop several degrees in temperature.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sugtok, you have been grappled and bitten by this thing.
So I still have my normal, like, move action.
It's surprise.
Standard action.
It's surprise round, so you have your turn.
I want to try to break free of the grapple. So that's D20.
It's opposed strength or opposed grapple.
What's the difference?
Hold on a second. I've got
It is.
a
You
flow
make
chart here.
you make a CMB against their CMD.
And yeah, I've got a flow chart. Defender may attempt to break free CMB or escape artist check versus its combat maneuver defense.
CMB or escape artist?
Yes.
Alright, so my CMB is only a 10. My escape artist is a 7, but do I add half of my bard level to escape? It's either one's a 10.
Okay.
So D20 plus 10. 16.
You are still grappled. You failed to break it.
Yeah. And then I guess for my move action, I'm gonna scream, "Fuck you, stupid snake! Cut you up, eat you, snake! Fuck! I'm very angry."
Okay.
And go into a raging song.
All right. Surprise! 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 And top
gonna
of
do-
the round.
The double round to give everybody the combat feats.
Okay. So, it's going to guess it's gonna bite you again. 18. I don't think that actually hits. Oh wait, your dexterity is reduced by 4 for being grappled, so your AC is 2 lower.
I think I'm 21 is my AC.
All right, so
AC is 24.
it's grappled you too well. It is in the way of itself.
Fight yourself, snake bitch.
Tenebrae.
Hearing the screams and Sugtok shouting, "Snake, fuck, snake," Icar is gonna pull out his bladed belt and, sort of like as he's pulling it out of the belt loop, snap it tight to form a rapier. And we're gonna move. What was I? 15. I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah, that's your thing.
That's my move.
All right.
Okay.
Sugtok, it's your turn again. You're gonna try to break out again.
Yeah, free action to maintain. The words of the song are just fuck, snake, fuck. Thundering through, and I'll do that same roll. 19.
Unfortunately,
No
you are
grapple.
still stuck.
Fuck snakes. I think that's all I got. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Kyra, on her turn, is going to make a swim check to see how she moves. She moves pretty good this round, so she's going to 15, 30. She's going to double move to get here, see it, and go. Oh, fun. And she double moves. That's her turn. Tib'resh, you're up.
Sorry, I'm fighting a cat for control of the wire from a headset.
I hate it when that happens.
Yep.
Have you considered eating the cat out of the room?
No, she's really cute right now. So unfortunately, no. I am going to... Oh, shit. What's the best way to do this? I'm going to move here.
Okay.
So we're not fully underwater. Is this? Sorry, I'm trying to. I probably can't.
You are fully underwater.
Oh, okay. Well, I would be able to meet there, but I'd have to do a swim check, right?
Yeah, we
got
established that your swim check's high enough.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it's base 11
It
right now.
has to be at least a 10, so you're good.
All right. So I'm gonna move there and swing. Better swing. I'm actually going to attempt to stunning fist.
Wait, are you doing this with snake style or?
Two things. Are you accepting rage?
Yes. Sorry.
Where does
I will...
he need to be flanking?
You can't flank while being grappled.
Fuck off. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to shift into snake style and start wiggling a little bit.
All right. Move, swift, and now you're standard for a stun.
Stun.
Make your attack, sir.
And that is +1 because of
that
Raging
hits.
Song, which I'm accepting.
That hits.
Unarmed damage, and they need to do a fort save.
Oh, that ought to be fun for me. Natural 20.
Well, damn.
Well, they save. It's 18.
I'm
sorry.
You can try again next turn.
Yeah, although I do have to make sure I'm keeping track of how often I can do that.
Okay. That's your turn.
That's it.
All right, Flickie, you're up. No.
Did it seem like his fists had any sort of impediment?
So if he was doing snake style? Not really.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of hard for you to tell from back there.
Well, I'm asking for his sake.
For his sake, no. He just... The thing nat 20'd on his save, so...
Okay.
Anyway, Flickie, you're up. It would be a knowledge nature to identify this thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that. What do I got on that?
Well, yeah, it's either knowledge, Roger, magical beast or nature, right?
You guys, without rolling, I can tell you this is a big fucking snake.
I am not certain, actually.
You know what? I'm gonna say nature because magical beasts are still beasts in my book.
27.
Okay, this is a snake known as a gold pebble. Once upon a time, it was alchemically created because an alchemist once discovered that there were trace amounts of gold in its flakes. So when it shed its skin, there were small bits of gold and whatnot. So this alchemist tried to alchemically grow and eugenicize this snake, and it worked a little too well.
Yikes.
To the point where these snakes now are capable of lowering the temperature of water, making it harder to hold breath around it when they grapple somebody, and they are filled with a poison that can slowly turn the blood into water.
Did we get a vibe check for if it's evil or not?
If it's a beast, it doesn't have any sort of alignment.
If it's a beast, it means it's neutral.
Okay.
Also, he just said it has poison that turns your blood into water and you've been bitten.
But anyway, you have the rest of your turn now. Dillon.
Oh shit, it's me. That's right. Sorry, I was thinking about blood
I
turning
did
to
okay
water.
on my save, right? Yeah.
I am going to do... I'm going to swim right up to him. Oh, whoop. And I'm going to put my hand on him and bestow curse.
You have to make a melee touch attack.
Okay, melee touch. That is
It's
D20.
a melee attack against its touch AC.
So just D20 plus 1.
D20 plus strength.
So what? 2, 1, 1. Oh man, that's not a D20. That's a D12. 19.
Okay, you touch it. What's the save I have to make?
Oh, what? Really?
It's rocks on the snake, but it can't be that armored.
Oh, I didn't write down the save. Damn it! 1 sec. I have it on the app.
Hold on, I think I have it up here somewhere too.
It should be a will save if it's bestow curse.
Probably, I'm just double checking, but yeah. Well, either way, let me roll that.
Bestow curse, saving throw, will. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 14.
Nope.
All right. Which curse are you bestowing upon it?
I'm gonna give it 50% chance to just not act on its turn.
Okay. What are the? Yeah. Its actor just like sit still or something.
Yeah, if you have to roll the percentage, and if it doesn't act, it just loses a turn.
Okay.
Would that free me?
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes
Yeah, I wouldn't
that
be
you're
able
not-
to do
you're not
its
grappling.
grapple
it would
check.
not, it would not maintain grapple. Yeah. So.
Beautiful.
All right.
fucking
So
spell, my
it's its
dude.
turn. So since it's a 50% chance, I'm just gonna roll a d6 and say odds or evens. Odds it works, evens it doesn't. No. Odds it doesn't because odd effect because of the curse. Evens it acts normally. 1. Nothing happens. Sugtok is freed.
Boom! Fuck you!
Fuck,
This spell
yes!
rules.
Very nice.
I'm just gonna.
It's like a harder fucking version of Blur. Like, you're not only gonna not hit me with an attack, you're gonna not do shit.
Welcome to curses. Anyway, it does nothing on its turn. Tenebrae, you're up. Sugtok, you are dropped. You are still in its space.
Okay. We are going to move 15 and double move for 30.
Okay. Does nothing on its turn and does not take opportunity attacks.
And I'd like to tell Kairos, stay by the entrance just in case it tries to worm its way out.
Range is what I'm good at. That's your entire turn?
Yes.
Okay, Sugtok, you're up.
Am I flanking?
No. You're in its space. You're not flanking its space.
Is there anywhere for me to be flanking? Can I 5-foot step up?
Unfortunately, no. It's backed into a corner, so it can't be flanked.
Okay. Is there a way for me to attack him while occupying his space, or
You can move out of his space.
I guess I'll 5-step to there and trident at him.
All right.
The best I can do. This will be +1, +2 to whatever the macro says.
Well,
So,
it's a botch.
Yeah.
So it misses anyway.
wait, does it? Oh, botch always.
Yeah,
Not a
natural 1 always misses, natural 20 always hits. And the 12 wouldn't have hit anyway. It's Kyra's
would've been
turn.
14.
So Kyra is going to do this. She's going to point blank and rapid shot. So she gets 2 attacks. And both of them miss.
Sick.
And that's not even including the penalty for shooting through
Yeah.
water.
I was like, do we just see 2 little sticks like bloop bloop bloop?
She gets her her first range. She gets her first range increment, and then it becomes problematic because she's using a crossbow.
Well, no, but she's also underwater, and it's
Cro-
for projectiles underwater. It's
Unless they're crossbows.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the benefits they have over longbows. But yeah, so she full attacks and misses both. Tib'resh, you're up.
Luke, how much larger in terms of sizes is this creature than me? I can't remember the increment.
It is a large-sized creature. It is 1 size bigger than you.
Okay, that means I can grapple it.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Let's try and grapple a snake. I'm gonna try and grapple a snake. Sorry, I have to look up my CMB again. There it is. +10. Actually, that's +11. Actually, that's the same as my attack, so this attack is just gonna function as that. Shit!
You do not successfully grapple it.
Oh man.
I don't care if it's not doing anything. It still is cognizant enough to dodge when you try to do something like that. Alright.
Or it just like slips off. It's too slippery of a snake.
And Flickie, you're up.
All right. I really hope he misses on his next turn also. That'd be fucking killer. I'm going to hit him with a good old-fashioned Burning Hands.
I do get to make the attack of... no, he takes no actions on his turn?
Do we know if he's got resistance
It would just be takes
to
no
fire
action
or
on his
anything?
turn.
or weakness?
Flickie knows it's resistant to cold damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Roger, what was that?
Bestow Curse is just on his turn.
Oh, okay.
So it's like being confused.
Oh, okay, so he still gets to make his attack of opportunity.
Yes.
All right. Unless Flickie casts defensively.
I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah. D20 plus caster level. Looking for 17.
D20 plus caster level, D20 plus 7. What is that, 19?
Good enough. No attack of opportunity.
Okay, sick. Oh, right, I gotta roll for that shit. Burning Hands.
It should be 5d4.
Do I not have to make a hit check, or
It's an AoE. I have to make
Oh,
I
it
have
is
to make a
an
save.
Well, he needs to make a caster level check.
Oh
to
yeah,
hit
because
the
fire
water.
spell underwater. You need to make another caster level check to successfully cast a fire spell underwater.
okay?
It's 15. Is it 10 or 15 plus double the spell level?
It's 15 plus double for the concentration check to cast defensively, and I actually saved the underwater rules here. Just fire 20 plus spell level.
21. Oh, that's the magic symbol, baby. That's a nat 20.
All right, it works. So I need to make a reflex save against. What's your first level spell DC?
First level spell DC.
I'm fairly certain I succeed, but I just want to know.
I do not.
Your intelligence modifier plus 1.
Intelligence modifier plus 1 would be 7.
So 17. Natural 18, so yes, I succeed on the save, so I only take half damage. Roll your 5d4.
Alright.
I take 7 damage from that. All right, that's your standard action.
And then I'm going to take a 5-step back.
Okay. Its turn. Odds does nothing, so I roll a 6, it gets its turn.
Damn, worth a shot.
Okay, so
What is that symbol on him?
that's his curse.
Oh, okay.
All right, it is going to try to bite Flickie.
How? Doesn't it have to go through Sugtok?
It has a reach of 10 feet, and
Fuck.
natural 20.
Well, okay, it hits.
Hold
Hit
on.
me with it.
Rolling to confirm. That's cocked. 27 to confirm, so yes.
Uh-oh.
Flickie.
Kyra, do the thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I have to re-roll my natural 20.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I wish I could... What's the easiest way? I literally rolled another natural 20. Can you guys see it?
I
No?
believe you. Damn it.
I mean, she did the thing. I just rolled really well. I'm sorry.
I trust you. Just
Well, he has to re-roll to confirm, though.
True.
Yeah.
Well, he botches the confirm, so there's that.
Mm.
Well,
It
then
was
we
worth it.
that re-roll with the difference between another nat 20 on the confirm or not.
Okay, well, okay.
Huge.
Flickie takes 13 points of damage. I need a fortitude save from him.
It's at 39.
Are we able to know what the DC of the fort save is?
You are not.
You're just gonna have to sweat it out.
That's another. I just pulled a Luke. Literally. All right. I'm not even lying. It's that fucking die with the magic symbol right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Fort saved, baby.
Note taken. And what's your CMD?
My CMD is 16.
30. So it grapples you.
Holy shit.
Wait. I'm gonna scream no and Gallon Inspiration, his save.
It's not a
a
save.
save.
Oh,
It's not a-
then fuck. Never mind then.
It's a combat maneuver bonus versus combat maneuver defense roll.
If he's grappling me, do I have to roll to see if touch spells work?
You have to make a concentration check to cast any spell.
Okay.
And you do also still have to like roll the attack roll to touch him.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happens. And now for for his full attack, he's going to make a tail slap against Tib'resh.
Dude, good call on that fucking reroll thing. That ability's gonna. I mean, shit, it's already saving lives.
I just rolled another natural 20.
All right, Luke. What the fuck?
I'm gonna roll a different d20 going this forward, but it's a natural 20. Does anybody want to contest this?
No, I believe you're the DM. You wouldn't lie to us.
I'm specifically asking if Roger wants to use her determination.
Can she do it as a free action?
Yes.
Free
or
this is
immediate?
This is what against Sugtok?
It's against Tib'resh.
Oh, Tib'resh
Just
would be
cock
cool.
blocking these criticals is killer.
Wait, it's a crit though.
Yeah, but A, he hasn't confirmed the
We don't
crit,
know
and
if it's
B,
confirmed
Sugtok
yet.
has Tib'resh has like twice as many hit points as Flickie, if I remember correctly. Or
Yeah,
he
I've
has
got
more.
52.
Okay, well, technically, we have to use determination before the results of the roll are.
I know. I am not directing her to do it.
Okay. Actually,
Sorry, Sugtok. Sorry, Tib'resh. This is a tail slap. It's a secondary natural attack. He'll be okay.
Yeah,
I can deal with it.
it's okay. 22 to confirm.
Nope.
You
doesn't
can't.
confirm.
You can't do that on the confirmation
Oh,
because it's already
for the-
hit you.
Yeah, because of the confirmation. Then 22, yes, will confirm.
You take
You're
15.
just handing out these criticals, dude. What the fuck? You're like Oprah right now.
You take 15 points of damage. Tail slap, bludgeoning, underwater, cut in half. You take 7 points of damage.
Oh, right. Okay, could be worse.
Oh yeah, 7 on a crit. Beautiful.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna double check what my table says about creatures with swim speeds.
That they're douchebags and should die.
Has a swim speed. Slashing and bludgeoning are still reduced. So yeah, there you go. That's its turn. Tenebrae, you're up.
Let me just check something. Yes. So when he's grappling, he also has the grappled condition, correct?
Unless he has something that says he does not, and he does not.
Okay, so he is denied his dex bonus to his AC, which means it's stabbing time.
No, he has not denied his dex bonus. He has a penalty to his dexterity.
Yes, but if that penalty reduces his dex to...
It does not.
Does grappling someone cause him to lose his dex bonus?
He takes a -4 penalty to dex, but his dexterity modifier is still positive.
Okay, then he is not denied his dex. Okay, that's
Yes.
what I needed.
Yeah.
Um,
It normally has a dexterity of 16. It now has a dexterity of 12.
I think I will use an aid another in combat. So I'm going to try to help Flickie get free because I have suspicions that Flickie's going to have a hard time getting free by himself.
Okay. That just means that, Dylan, when you try to roll your check to get out, you get a +2 bonus to it. All right.
I need to
Who
make an
said I
attack
was
roll
trying to
against.
get out?
I need to make an attack roll against AC 10,
Okay.
and I hit.
Yeah, okay.
So that's going to be my turn.
Okay, I guess I'm going in. Oh, here it is. Okay. Alrighty then. Sugtok, you're up.
I'm going to look at the guys and say, hang in there. Tenebrae, wait for this to work. And I'm going to hold my hands out and kin Touch of Gracelessness onto this snake.
So
To deal...
it's a melee touch attack to do the spell.
Target's creature touched 1 round per level. With a single touch, it says spell resistance, yes?
Yeah, so if it says creature touched and you're trying to touch someone who does not want to be touched, it is a touch attack.
Okay.
Where on the doll did it touch you?
It's a fucking huge snake. Like, I
Yeah, it gets penalties to its touch AC.
So, what's that? D20 plus
D20 plus strength.
DAB plus strength?
Yeah,
Yeah,
D20 plus stab plus strength.
it's a melee attack. You're just going against a different AC than usual.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, that hits its touch. That hits every AC, actually.
Awesome. So, it's going to take a penalty to its dex equal to 1d6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels.
So 1d6 plus 3.
3?
So roll your d6.
Did you cast defensively?
It takes 8 points of dexterity.
It's already
damage.
used its attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it didn't.
I
Use
was
it.
about to say, didn't it just have his turn?
Yeah, it did. So he's going to take an attack of opportunity. Oh, wait, no, he's grappled now. He can't take attacks of opportunity. That's what.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, by the way, when he grappled Flickie again, the temperature dropped another couple degrees in the water around you guys.
In addition... Oh, did it make a fortitude save?
Does it need to?
Yeah, a successful fort save halves the penalty to dex and negates the possibility of falling prone.
Oh,
Because in addition, if
Aren't snakes always prone?
it's underwater.
if it moves more than half its speed, it falls prone.
As a snake, it can't be tripped, but if it's magically being compelled into the prone position, it's a different story.
Well, like,
Yeah,
being
if it
prone
moves
for a
more than half
snake
the
would be
speed,
like
so-
being on its back.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, my favorite classic racing game, prone position.
So yeah,
Anyway,
you get a...
Fort save
you-
fort save of 23, my good man.
That's got to be your 4 DC.
What's my DC
10?
gonna be?
10 plus your charisma plus the level of the spell.
3, 4. Yeah, no, it's 14. It beats the shit out of it.
Okay.
So it takes 8 halves the penalty to dexterity, so it takes 4 points of damage for the next 7 rounds.
Okay, it is now denied its dexterity bonus, Roger. Okay. Kyra is going to be a little frustrated that the crossbow did not work, so instead she's going to reach into her pocket and pull out what appears to be a small little skeleton doll and shake it in the direction of the snake. And now I need to make a fortitude save. Oh boy. 10. So it fails its saves. This is full damage. Hold on. Okay. Alright. All of you notice, and Flickie can fucking feel, it seems that the snake starts violently shaking, like, to and fro, back and forth. And it settles a bit and whatnot. And Flickie, and in the water, you guys know when you, like, crack your knuckles and whatnot, you can hear it really loud underwater? You hear a lot of that coming from the direction of the snake.
Beautiful.
So going to hold there. Tib'resh, you're up.
We can't hear you, Tim.
Sorry, it's moving a lot, right?
Well, it's grappled now, but that was just, it was violently shaking for a couple of seconds like it was in pain.
Oh. Well, good. I don't like it when my people get attacked. I'm going to shoot, I need to use piercing. I'm going to do a regular unarmed attack, but piercing.
Just one?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I could 5 foot step in and.
You didn't have to 5 foot step at all. You could still reach it.
No, I was over here.
No, you weren't.
Did I not just? Oh, sorry. I was over here.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, because of its size. Sorry. Okay. Actually, yeah, I am gonna flurry of blows.
Piercing.
Piercing. I just realized the hammer blow can't be piercing.
Why?
Is it not? Because it's. I thought you had to have your hands and fists specifically in order for a hammer blow.
You have to use your fists to do it, but considering how that's a rules as written versus rules as intended. Rules as written, it's just changing the damage type of your unarmed strike. You can still use the hammer blow. Basically, you're just going like.
Yeah. Okay.
We're underwater. You could totally swan dive a hammer blow.
Okay.
How about this? I'm allowing it.
Kakashi
Case
proctology.
So yeah, I will do that then. Hammer blow will be second strike.
Okay.
I keep just.
By the way,
hoping
Garrett,
to-
seeing that on your screen and behind Tim was hilarious.
Kazoom. All of these
Number
are
2 is the
plus
hammer?
1. Yeah, number 2 is definitely that.
All 3 of them hit.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. All right, I don't have any bonuses to it, so piercing damage thrice.
Beautiful.
That seems.
And
low.
all of those should be plus 1 because
One of those should be a hammer blow.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. The second one should be hammer blow. Take the last 5 as what it was.
I'm gonna ignore the middle one because that was your second attack. So
Right.
roll me the hammer blow damage.
That would be 2d3. Oop. Or you roll it twice.
Okay, so
Why did that go through twice? Sorry, the first one just the first one is what happened.
All right, so oh good.
Wow, a minute and max.
Oh well, good. Your flurry of blows manages to you find its pressure points, and then it like through the gaps in the rocky like scales and fleshy exterior of this thing, and then it goes limp and sinks to the bottom of the floor and releases Flickie from its coils.
I want to try to like catch Flickie as he's falling.
he doesn't.
We're in water.
He doesn't fall. He just kind of floats there.
I want to try to like catch, like stabilize him a little and be like, in a like solidarity. I was also squeezed by that bastard, and cure light wounds him for 10.
Appreciate it. 49.
Because that thing hugged me too, and snake hugs are not great. And then I'm gonna swim to Tib'resh and put both hands on his shoulders.
I don't need to don't
I'm
worry
not
about-
healing you.
Oh,
I'm looking you in the eyes and going, wow.
what? I just hit the thing. It's what I do. I was literally
Yeah.
trying to do this like for half of my life.
That was beautiful.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, now what? What do we do with its body? I'm going to break off with one of its fangs. I'm going to snap off one of its fangs and
Make
put it in
me a
my
survival check.
survival. I have +0 in that. All right.
Well, you add your wisdom to it.
Oh, okay. So I have +2. Oh, that's not bad. 19.
Yeah, you're able to get one of its fangs out. The root is a little like chunky when it comes out with, but you get it.
I put it in my handy bag.
And
That's me trying to take the other one.
this one, unfortunately, is a bit more harder to lodge in. Is as you try to wrestle it free, you pretty much break it off at the base, so you get most of the fang.
Hey, real quick. Sugtok got bit in the beginning of this battle, and I know that these things turn blood to water. How do you feel?
You feel
Luke,
fine.
how do I feel?
How do you feel? It bit you too.
Both of you feel fine.
Not
Okay.
not too bad, but if you said there's some kind of thing that its bite does.
Let's keep a cure disease on each of us just in case something gets weird.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
I mean,
It's not a cure.
we
It's
both
not
got
a disease.
the
It's
fang,
poison.
root and all, pulled perfectly from the skull with extreme skill, so we should be able to craft an antidote if needed.
I mean,
We have antitoxin.
okay, cool. Well, shit.
Do we have to
That's my
deface
blood
every
kind.
creature we kill?
Well, I just
If
like to
it's got a
collect
cool
parts.
face.
I'm gonna use this fang
ow.
to stab your Horcrux.
How what kind of roll to try to pick off as many gold scales as possible?
Survival.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Didn't you say that its eye was made of gold?
10.
No,
Oh,
I said. Hold on a second. Let me see.
I'm so bad at surviving, you guys.
Let me
It is
pull,
not
let me pull up the picture
As-
again.
as my actions and skill sheet show.
I
have
said there was
no
like this
training.
like cat's eye looking thing.
Oh yeah.
So he saw that and then it moved. He's like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
an
it was
eye."
like an emerald thing with a slit gem to it.
I'm just glad it only had like 20 or 30 health.
Yeah. Well, you burning hands did super fucking hard.
Yeah, but it only took 7.
You burning hands did. Kyra did something to it, and Tib'resh flurries of blowed the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, Kyra did do some weird voodoo shit. I forgot about that.
That's the bone
I like-
shaker spell.
I had Gallant Inspiration like roll 2d4 already typed up, and not needing to use it was just it doubled the gloriousness.
Alrighty then. That's your survival check. You're able to pull off enough like flakes and scales of its skin that you think you've gotten about 18 gold worth of stuff.
Nice.
Tight, profitable.
Tuck it in my pocket.
There's an entire ecology article about this thing. Flickie also knows that their breeding season is fucking ridiculous.
Are they edible?
Honestly, not really, because since they were pretty much like mutated and whatnot and born from alchemical experimentation, it's generally
what?
considered a bad idea.
Do I think they are edible?
I don't know. Tib'resh, you find nothing else of note in this room.
No eggs, because you said the breeding season was crazy.
No. I'm sorry. You do find what appears to be a couple like sets of bones that have a similar shape and skulls that look like they belong to scum.
Huh. This thing was taking care of our nasty little friends from earlier.
Yeah, they probably were just feeding it to keep it from
Yeah.
getting further into the tunnel.
Was this nurture or nom?
I suppose you could ask one of the scum.
Well, I mean,
Tib'resh,
it
do you
looks
wanna-
like
do
it's
you wanna
too
try-
big to get out of this tunnel,
Tib'resh,
right?
do you want to try squeezing through what's left? I mean, this.
Well,
this is-
actually, the tunnels in and out seem like they would be just because remember, it's only that size because it's 12 foot long and coiled up on itself, but it's still a snake, so it's only maybe about 4 or 5 feet thick.
Okay, yeah.
I think he meant squeeze down the tunnel.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
was
he
saying.
meant.
I was saying go this way.
Oh,
Go-
yeah.
You mean up?
Yeah, I can
Figure out what's this way.
yeah, I can check
yeah.
on ahead if that's what you would like, my friend. I can go on ahead. I don't mind taking point.
I'll come with.
Okay. The tunnel bends off to the right and starts going up a little bit more, but since it's actually this is not natural, this is man-made, and it actually starts to narrow and narrow to the point where you guys can't fit at a certain point, especially Tib'resh.
Oops. Hey guys. We can't keep going this way. It looks like it keeps going up and out. I can't tell what this shaft could be. There's no beam of light at the end or anything. It just goes upwards into darkness.
Hold on. Well, hold on.
Kyra?
Hold on. Yeah, let me try. Let me try something. And she shifts into a fox.
Oh yeah.
She kind of doggy paddles to the front.
Just like zips through all of us.
She tries. It's a little.
This is the opposite program of Firefox.
Anyway, she disappears up the extending tunnel or whatnot, and there's a tense couple of minutes before she comes back into the light from down the tunnel, and then she shifts back into first her regular kitsune form before seeming like she just like, oh wait, shit, and then back to the humanoid form, the human form that she's been using while she's down here. And she says, "It narrows and narrows until it comes to a grate that empties out into one of the sewers."
Oh.
A sewer connection.
Tight.
Yeah, we could excavate this tunnel and have ourselves an in and out.
Well, sick.
Can I look for like a point, any kind of structural weakness in the area that we're in, like anywhere that might be easy to destroy or excavate?
Knowledge engineering. You're fairly certain with that a good-sized hammer will take out most of this stone.
Is that's with my one? I'm pretty sure a hammer is gonna do it.
The structural weakness. Fuck. Hammers destroy stone all the time. This can't be that
Cool.
hard.
All right, you guys, I've got a fucking surefire plan for this.
This will take forever. I believe we should come back to this.
Yes, I agree.
I'm
Sorry.
going to get rid of the gold.
Tib'resh
bubble.
is gonna squeeze his way out of the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm
Shunk.
also like shimmying my way out.
Alrighty then.
Oh, very fucking cool.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, there's the area over here,
Yeah, we should check that out.
but we
But-
got
We have to be within telepathic range of that fucking devil.
we want to sidle past that devil if we can. I don't think it's hanging up. It probably isn't hanging up.
Yeah, maybe if
Towards
like
the
if it
entrance.
doesn't see us first, we might be okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to, like, telepathy doesn't grant him omniscience.
He doesn't know to talk to you if he can't see you.
Right.
He doesn't know we're here.
Don't be
So would
suspicious.
everyone like
Don't
to
be
step
suspicious.
very carefully?
Yeah, we'll sidle around
Flickie, you've
this
still
wall.
got light, right?
Yeah, but I went. I put it inside my robe when I was swimming by him, so it didn't shine through.
Okay.
But now the light's back out when I'm in the room with the walls.
Okay.
I want to say yeah, like same kind of shit with the dancing lights, where I would have hidden them in my cloak because I'm
Flickie, stop.
scared of that thing.
Flickie, stop. You can see the small tunnel heading off in the northerly direction and towards wherever this goes. and you see something moving in there, coming your way.
Sick, fucking sick.
Specifically, and in the words of the Joker, very poor choice of words. You see a grotesque mass of blubber and rancid flesh piling up hideously upon itself, opening a vast maw filled with teeth as it kind of slurps through and kind of expands into the room that you're in.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me a second while I do a little revealing here.
You said it slurped through into the room with us?
Yeah.
I am not fucking fond of that. Nothing that slurps is good, gentlemen. Oh.
And yeah, kind of, looks something like this.
Dark slime.
Oh, this place is full of mini bosses.
Oh, God. It's it's a dark slime, except it's a maw of teeth instead of cutesy eyes.
Alrighty then. And initiative.
Fuck. Alright, let's do this. Let's roll higher than a 14 this time.
Alright, everybody.
Can we go 20 feet without fighting a fucking wall of teeth?
Yeah.
Why does every wall in here have teeth?
You've hit level 7. Start expecting things.
Hey.
Oh,
Motherfucker
shit. Level
counts.
7 is where all the walls get teeth.
Speaking
no,
of
not
level,
all the
level.
walls. Just a few of them.
Jesus.
The ones that are secretly mimics.
Wow, and our initiative is just fucking beautiful. At least Flickie's got movement speed.
Man, Kyra's got a great initiative bonus, and she rolled really poorly for initiative twice.
Well, you guys are going to be this is going to be fucking hilarious as well.
But the lobster goes
Did he get a 1?
first.
I hope
Oh.
I got a 24.
I promise, the globster does not go first.
Is it called a globster? Oh, sick. What'd you
What
get?
a
What did that
terrible
roll?
name for a fucking maw
-4.
in a dark glob. This is a rotting flesh mound full of teeth, and we call it globster? What a cute name.
Flickie, you can make me a knowledge dungeoneering check.
Knowledge dungeoneering is 12.
Can I also?
27.
The globsters are, despite the roiling bits of rancid, decayed flesh that can comprise most of its form, it is in fact an ooze,
Oh no.
which itself has a variety of fun things to it, but you know specifically that globsters are immune to acid, bludgeoning and piercing damage, and ooze traits, which I'm fairly certain means it can't be flanked, it can't be crit,
It's immune to precision damage.
immune to precision damage. It's also
Acid,
resistant to
bludgeoning,
cold and electricity damage. Globsters like to grab and squeeze people. And fortunately, you're underwater because they have a powerful stink.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do, you guys look on in awe as I touch my own chest and my skin seems to harden almost to the point of stone. And I now have an 80 HP stone skin barrier that neglects the first 10 points of damage upon every instance until it breaks.
I'm going to indicate that on your character as the green bar.
Okay.
Very nice.
What does it say? 80? I can't see those numbers.
Yeah, 80.
Alright, sick. And then, using my Ray of Manta cloak, I get the fuck behind everybody else.
Makes sense.
Because I don't want the shield to get chipped away right at the beginning.
Pardon me while I pull up ooze traits just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Did you drop your light source in the room?
His light
No,
source
not
is his
bringing it
staff.
My light source is my staff.
He casts light on his staff just because it's
Ooh,
easy.
now that I think about it, I'm not going
That's-
to go all the way back. I'm going to stop here so I'm not shining light into the devil's room.
Okay, yes, they are not subject to critical hits or flanking or precision-based damage. They are immune to poison, sleep paralysis, polymorph, and stun.
Jesus Christ, it's just a big fleshy cube with teeth.
No, it's not a gelatinous cube.
God damn it.
But anyway, that's
Mound.
Flickie's turn. Tenebrae, you're up.
Did he tell us all of these things about it?
Yeah, just pretend that I did the
As he
Lilo and
passed
Stitch
by.
thing where I put my finger on the record and everything Luke said came out of my mouth.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do?
Oh, he's like, all you can do is cut it. Nothing else
Yeah,
will work.
Normally I'd give you guys a little bit, but that was so much shit to repeat.
I'd
that I
like
was
to
just
I'd like to switch from a rapier into what's the biggest slashing weapon that I know offhand
A
that I
falchion.
am proficient with.
sounds like Sugtok should unbore himself and falchion this guy. Which half of him changes into a boar again? It's his top half, right?
His face and his feet become hooves.
Right.
He can
Okay.
He can choose to have.
Wait, his face becomes hooves?
No, his face changes and his feet become hooves. His arms could become hooves, but he tends to use his feet. That way, he can still wield weapons in his hands.
I'm sorry, I refreshed. We're talking about what happens when I bore.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna change. Actually, hold on a second. Does the belt have a size?
I think it has to be one-handed.
That's what I'm thinking too.
So your best bet's probably a scimitar or something.
Immune
No,
to
it's just
bludgeoning and
a
piercing?
single masterwork slashing and/or piercing melee weapon.
Oh, okay, so it can be whatever you want.
So it can
Well,
be
a plus
all right.
one.
Well
right,
then,
but yeah,
we're gonna make it into a greatsword.
you're proficient with greatswords.
All martial weapons, baby.
Okay, that'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's your move.
And
action.
then
your
that's my
action.
move. As a standard, I will ready an attack
Oh,
when
shit.
it gets within range.
I've got stone skin for 70 minutes.
Okay, cool. Kyra's turn. Kyra is going to move over here.
And then when I get 5th level spells, I'm gonna learn Stone Skin Communal, baby. Give it to
Guys,
the party.
Does it feel like Luke said, "Oh, they're not gonna fight my devil this week. Time to fuck their lives up"? Is that just me?
Nah, this stuff was all here already. We just didn't find it.
Yeah. to be honest, it was going to be one of those things like, we're going in for the devil. Yeah, let's see which way you go. Let's go this way first. Okay. All right,
And
Kyra.
now I'm gonna need to sleep again after this to recharge my shit.
Yeah, Kyra's going to go over here. Well, since cutting is the only thing that's going to work, she hangs the crossbow from the.
Well, no, if she's got anything that deals fire damage, this thing is not immune to fire damage.
Oh yeah, and I believe me, I know. But she is going to pull out her little voodoo doll thing again.
Doesn't have bones.
Oh shit, that's right. It's an ooze, so she wouldn't do that. So instead, she's going to. Yes, that will work much better. Kyra kind of rubs a holy symbol of Milani that's tucked underneath the lapel of her outfit, underneath her collar. And then, where are you? A translucent, floating morning star appears in the room.
Tight. Is it what is that, mystical weapon or whatever it's called?
Spiritual weapon. Yeah.
Spiritual weapon. Yeah.
But is that bludgeoning?
Which does force damage.
Fuck yes!
Oh wait, I can do force damage. I have magic
Oh,
missile.
wait, I can do force damage.
Yeah, please do force damage.
Tib'resh, don't get too close to that thing. He's gonna hurt you.
Okay, what's the range of the... Oh, medium range. Fuck it. It's going to appear right next to this thing and swing at it. Pardon me while I title this thing.
What is that symbol? What the fuck? Oh, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a shiny Aegislash.
It's a Pokemon's.
Okay. Actually, you do
Okay,
whatever you want.
so lasts for a round per level, so alrighty then. She's going to... It does not have spell... No saving throw. Strikes. Uses base attack bonus plus wisdom modifier. So... D20 plus 7. All right. 20 hits. So it does. Pardon me, I have a lot to navigate over here now.
I mean, I can roll it if you need me to. It's just 1d8 plus 1 right now.
1d8 plus 1 point per 3 cast. Yeah, 1d8 plus 1. So I got it. Hold on. All right, she hits it for 5 points of damage.
So that thing, does swinging the spiritual weapon count as her action, or does it move of its own volition?
The first turn, the standard action to cast it, and it gets its swing, and then she made to make a swift action on each of her turns. If I spells range.
It's a move action to redirect it.
Move action to redirect it.
If you don't redirect it, it just keeps attacking the same target.
Well, in that case, she's going to keep it at it. So we're going to see how that works for now. In the meantime, it's Tibresh's turn. And I'm just going to flat out let you know this, Tim. The only thing you can do to it is attack it with the dagger that Icar gave you a few sessions ago, using slashing damage, because bludgeoning and piercing will not work on it.
Right.
You could try to grapple it.
Grapple. Body parts.
Grapple the warm jello filled with dead things.
Yeah, that doesn't. Right. Well, I'm going to have to pull out that dagger. Man, this is so awkward. Tib'resh looks awkwardly down at his hand as he pulls out the dagger, thinking.
Because Tib'resh has such big hands too, so he's just got this like fucking little blade like poking out of the top.
Like I'm not really used to this. I am going to move up to. That's the pan button. Here. Nice job, Dillon.
That? Oh,
And I am going to advance.
No, get that back.
I like that you had gotten 85% of it anyways.
Actually, I think after, because I don't have anything. Sorry, I haven't drawn a weapon before except for the one time I did the javelin.
As you are moving, if you have a base attack bonus of at least +1, you may draw it for free as part of the movement.
Okay, awesome. Then I am going to sit here and ready an attack with the dagger should it come within my range.
Oops, when I did that, I accidentally killed his
Oh
turn
yeah,
over, so.
I was looking for him on the thing, and I was like, where the hell did he go?
Yeah, since I accidentally deleted
Under
him.
me at a -4.
Yeah, that's what happens when he has a initiative of -5 and I roll a natural 1.
That's hardcore. That's fucked up.
Does he lose a turn for negative?
No,
and
he's
for
just
being
that
such a
slow.
pile of seeping shit.
Like if someone had one, like he would still be slower than
Yeah,
that.
here's the thing. Yeah, Roger. It's a good thing that he's immune to precision damage because he does not have a dexterity score to be denied. Pretty much.
Yeah, there's nothing to hit. It's just mushy goo.
Icky yucky goo. Is that your move, Tim?
Yeah, he's waiting until.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying I was preparing an attack if they come within melee range with the
Then
dagger.
Sugtok, you're up.
How far am I able to move?
You can, if you're bored up, you can move half speed. You can move half speed, so 15 feet, which should put you right next to it.
Can I get to there?
Yes, that's 15 feet.
All right, then I'm gonna get to right there and go. My heart like a kick drum, boom boom, and punch the ground in front of me, casting Thundering Drum.
Are you going to cast defensively?
What happens if I don't?
I get an attack of opportunity on you.
What's the penalty casting defensively?
No, casting defensively means you make a caster level check, which is d20 plus 7 because you're a 7th level caster, and the DC is 15 plus double the level of the spell you're trying to make. So it's a level 3 spell, so you would have to
20 plus 7 at a DC 18.
DC 21 because it's double the level of the spell you're trying. So you're trying to do level 3, so it's 15 plus 6 for 21.
Jesus. What happens if I fail to roll?
Then I still get the attack of opportunity.
And if I don't do that, he gets an attack.
I get the attack of opportunity. Casting defensively is your chance to deny him the option.
And I lose nothing for doing that.
Correct, but you cannot Gallant Inspiration yourself. It
doesn't matter.
It
It's
does.
fourth
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. It does
It's,
not. It does not cost you anything to do.
Well, it's a standard action area cone-shaped burst. So he's taking. It's a fort save. So
Well,
that won't
are you-
matter.
are-
Yeah, I'll cast defensively.
All right, let's see what happens. Nope, I get the
15.
attack of opportunity on you.
Come at me, bitch.
16.
Against
You AC.
no.
All right, he gets the. There's this glorpy tentacle that comes out and tries to reach like around you, and you're just like let out some air or whatever the hell and sink a couple of inches, and it misses.
All right. So now it makes a fort save.
Oh, the only thing it's good at. 19.
What's? I'm
Uh,
sorry. What's my spell save DC gonna be? I think that's gonna beat it.
It's
It's a
a
third level spell.
10 plus 3 plus your charisma modifier.
So no, it's 16.
All right, so
Is it just a regular dagger, Tim, or what kind of dagger?
it's a regular dagger, which should be 1d4.
And then,
Yeah. 1d4 plus 1 or plus whatever.
Yeah,
and then it says
what-
1d8 per caster level. So is that 5d8?
Does it? Well, it should be.
It
It should be. It should be 7d8, but does it say it caps out?
Maximum 5d8.
So yes,
Yeah,
5d8. So roll that, and then I take half of that, and then I'm not knocked prone. Although technically, I don't think oozes can oozes be knocked prone.
He takes 12 points of force damage.
That's pretty good. Okay then, it's his turn. He's going to try to attack Tib'resh, or not Tib'resh, Sugtok. I'm mixing up. There's a lot of mixing up of your two names tonight. I don't know why. Okay. 27.
Yeah,
21.
I'm 24.
All right. Here's your. You take 19. Oh, wait, hold on a second. It's a slam. So 19 points of damage, cut in half because it's bludgeoning. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
I get a free grapple attempt on you. I'm fairly certain that's not going to work. Oh, actually, it might. 20 against your CMD?
CMD?
Yeah.
I don't think so. 23.
Okay, so it does not hold you in its grasp.
Gross.
But I do need a fortitude save from you.
Fuck right off. Hashtag.
Okay, good to know. So that's and it's
Do I feel anything? Did it feel any effect?
it felt gross.
Yeah, that was really nasty.
It really was.
Okay.
Flickie, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna get up in here and blast him with magic missile. I have 3 of those bad boys prepped, so I'm just gonna use them all. / roll 4d4 plus. What the fuck is it? Is it just +1 or what is it?
It's 1d4 plus 1 for every missile that's fired. And are these the
So
ones that
4d4 plus 4. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, 12 points. And this is the one you prepared, not from your staff.
No, yeah, I have 3 magic missiles prepped for the day, and that was the first one.
Fortunately, you're now high enough level that you're casting as many magic missiles as the staff would.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. That shit's so
you
tight.
can just pop them off.
All right, that happens. Tenebrae.
All right. I guess it never came close to me.
Sorry, melee happened.
Yeah, I noticed.
Or close enough.
Question about movement in combat. Does the magic weapon stop it from being able to be moved through? Like, does it count?
The
as
magic weapon is too damn small for that to count. It is a
Okay.
It is a.
It's like Tim the Hawk.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's too damn small to prevent movement, and it's also technically a spell effect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna move 15 feet. As we're moving, we're gonna shift the weapon again because I need something that is slashing and has range.
So like a glaive.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it would be better to do a glaive or a guillarm.
Wait, what are you switching?
The bladed belt is a fun magic item.
Yeah, what the hell? How many weapons can that thing be?
Any piercing or slashing melee weapon. And there are a lot of weapons in Pathfinder.
That's insane. Okay, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I realized that at the shop earlier. Like,
Yeah, I guess it would have to be a guillarm, which is reach, and we're going to do an aid another on Sugtok when he makes another attack. To make it a bit easier for him to hit.
All right, so make your attack roll against AC 10. See if you botch.
Yeah, actually,
Oh yeah, it's a strength-based thing. You actually have to roll pretty.
I have to roll okay.
You have to roll okay for this.
yeah,
well, that's the wrong sheet.
what's the aid another action do?
When you successfully aid another by making the required roll, you can choose who you are aiding, and they get a +2 to whatever the aided action is. In this case, your attack roll.
If I was using that spell again, would it be +2 to the DC or
No?
No. Are you probably just going to use the spell again?
I was, yeah, very likely.
Then would it be possible for me to aid the spiritual weapons attack when it makes
Unfortunately, no, because aid another, you have to aid a character or creature.
Okay. I guess Tib'resh is probably going to go up and smack it, so I'll do that.
Yeah, for the record, that space to the left of Kyra's spiritual weapon is big enough for a person to get in there, even with the wall space.
Hey, I have a question about the levitation boots and their physics underwater.
Don't try it.
I mean, I technically can't move horizontally, correct?
Correct. You can only move up and down.
Can't I lay myself horizontally and then use them like jet boots underwater?
Unfortunately, no. Basically, the levitation works as far as gravity is concerned, not as far.
I was like, yeah, manta ray plus rocket boots.
Can the boots of levitation counteract the added gravity of being underwater, giving him normal movement?
I have manta
spells
so
work weird underwater.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I am ruling that levitation underwater still only lets you go up and down.
Which you can do by kicking your feet.
Which you can, and also you can still only move 20 feet with a levitation spell, and his manta ray cloak is literally 3 times faster than that with 360 movement.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, just checking. I was trying to beat the system, but what are you gonna do?
I appreciate the attempt.
Anyway, that's
wait. It's like Mr. Crocker. No, nice try though. I respect that.
What a funny villain.
That thing on your neck, is that your ear?
Very good, parents!
Anyway.
Sorry, we've been cutting Roger off.
I know. Yeah, so you're aiding Tibresh's attack?
Yes.
Okay. Kyra's turn. First thing that's going to happen, the spiritual weapon is not being redirected, so it is going to swing again. That's... Yes. Unfortunately, the spiritual weapon misses.
What did it roll?
Roll the 14. You cannot inspire the weapon. It is not a creature.
Oh.
It just looks at you blankly.
Sorry.
It has to be a sentient being, I assume, right?
It has to be a creature, yeah. Kyra is going to... Well, first she has to make her swim check to see how far she can get. Oh, good. She can move the 15 feet to get here. Good. And then Kyra waves her hands and casts another spell. And another morning star starts kind of slowly orbiting around her. Which she just grabs and chucks it at the thing.
Nice.
Okay, how does this one work? Okay, any target, 30 feet, even if it can't normally be thrown. Okay, ranged attack, which is this is what she does. Okay, 13 plus, yeah, that hits. 13 plus 8 hits. So this one hits, and it hits it for 2d6 force damage.
Nice.
And this is even with the negative. Well, she doesn't take that. That one's cocked. That one's still cocked. There we go. Okay. It takes 9 points of force damage. Okay. Tib'resh, you're up.
All right. Tib'resh moves here-ish. Really, it's the space that is available there.
Okay.
And is going to nervously, but very bold.
Yeah, you cannot flurry with a dagger, by the way.
Yes, I double checked that it has to have the monk trait.
Yeah.
Um,
Go into town, buy yourself a Kusari Gala.
Right. Tib'resh is going to slash for the first time ever. Swing. This is sorry. Hold on. Let me double check the math on that. That should be 10, not plus 11.
So that should be 15.
That's a 15. Actually,
Is that including the 8 another plus 2 from Tenebrae?
That is not
Shattersong raging or
including.
no?
I'm not.
That is not including the plus from Tenebrae, although I will activate the wraps since it's my only attack.
The wraps you can do that only on natural weapons.
Oh, it has to be a natural weapon. Okay.
Natural weapons are unarmed strike. However, the 17 with the plus 2 for the 8 another does hit it.
Phew! All right. I slashed for
D4 plus strength and then cut in half because you're underwater.
Ay.
2 damage.
Hey, at least it hit.
Yeah.
That was your first ever weapon swing. How'd it
Good
feel?
slice, bud.
I mean,
Wait, so that's cut in half even though it's this... Oh, because it's slashing.
It's slashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dagger can be piercing or slashing, but since you're using it to do slashing damage, you take the slashing penalty. Sugtok, you're
Or
up.
not hurt it at all.
2 questions. 1, can I travel through it to get over to here? Into that hallway on the other side?
That, well, technically that space is still in its square because it's a large-sized creature. So that would be moving through its space, which is...
I guess all the way to...
That's
space.
that's an acrobatics check against its CMD plus 5 because you're moving through its actual space.
What happens if I fail? AOO?
Correct, and well, I would since you're fast enough to get there, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that to try to get up to, like, right here in the middle of these two.
Okay, I'm going to
in that hallway.
Yeah, I'm going to just reveal the area, and pretty much the only thing notable in this room right here is that there's just the bottom is carpeted with old decayed bones, viscera, dead people, and you can see the underside of the well leading into the torture room.
Okay. So I want to get over to this other side. There's my acrobatics check.
Motherfuck, you succeed.
Yes.
Barely.
And then, so if I'm casting a 15-foot cone from right here, it's not going to get to Tib'resh.
Correct.
Hell yes.
Although technically you should be here. For space because because this square you can fit in, this one you really can't. But 1, 2, and then your 15 for like diagonally there still works.
Then I know it says punch the ground, but just for thematically, my song like a punch, and I'm gonna punch the 2 walls in this tunnel.
If it's like, is it force damage or sonic damage?
Force.
Okay.
It is. Let me see. Thundering
Drums I thought was sonic damage. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not resistant to sonic. But the way that percussion works underwater, I will allow percussive blast in the water to work the same way.
Yeah,
I
it says
was
it
muted.
fills
But
the area in front of you with the thunder of pounding drums. Takes 1d8 points of sonic damage per caster level.
Okay.
Yeah, sonic.
Luke said he's not immune to Sonic, and I was muted, but I was like, ha, no one is.
Ding!
I'm looking forward to the sequel.
Oh yeah!
All right, so fort save.
Against what? DC.
Um,
Never mind. It's too low. It rolls a 13. I know that.
it's 16. So it's gonna take all 5d8 worth of sonic, and it's knocked prone if it can be.
It can't be tripped.
Boom, boom.
Let me check. Let me check oozes.
I want to believe that the visual effect of this to the guys is like when there's a subwoofer and you can see the edge of the subwoofer like thumping. That's what they see coming out of this tunnel.
yeah.
I'm going to rule it that if it wasn't underwater, it would be knocked prone somehow. But since the effect of it being knocked prone doesn't change its physical standing in water, I'm just going to say that part doesn't happen.
Generally, when you think of an ooze being knocked prone, it's more like they get spread out super thin.
It's like it was disrupted.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You know what? Yeah, it's smeared on the wall that it's up against. I'll call that prone.
Hell yeah.
Which, the mechanically it still limits its movement in the same way as being prone would be. It would have to
Hold on
recollect
a
it.
I
second.
don't know
Okay.
why a 90-degree turn on that thing made it
Excuse me,
fucking
I'm
hilarious
just
to
getting
me.
rid of this bullshit. Okay. That's
What
it.
bullshit.
All right, so that's your turn. Now it's its turn. Shit, it's not smart enough to know to stand up or whatever the ooze equivalent is. So it's going to try to attack Sugtok, but it's going to take penalties to its attack roll. 22 to hit somehow.
24.
Okay? Well, that doesn't work.
You're giving me plate mail.
It's going to like prone sidle its way towards you.
Ew, ew, ew.
Oh, because it can just wiggle. Oh god.
Because it's giant. It's corpse.
It's
It's corpse jelly.
But it's still prone.
It's still prone. It's squeezing into these two spaces by the rules of squeezing. But that's not going to change much because
So,
it's
oh
jelly.
god, it's just a
Wait,
tunnel full of
Did it
corpse
5-foot
jelly.
step or did it move?
It's moving, so it's just kind of.
Prone wriggled.
It would provoke AOOs.
Yeah, yes, it would. It's too stupid to know not to do that, so it's trying to go for Sugtok over here. So it's going to get AOOs from Tib'resh. Spiritual Weapon cannot make AOOs, and it's not even trying to avoid it from Sugtok moving through your space.
Well, I was about to say, with the Guiarm, I have reach.
And
so-
oh, right, you have reach right now, so you get to do it too. Tib'resh, hit.
Damn.
Sugtok, botch.
Fucking second attack botch of the night.
Tenebrae, hit. Okay, so that's 2 points, and so 6 points total.
Yes.
Okay, it attacked, it moved, and it's Flickie's turn. It's no longer in this cavern. I believe he's in the middle of a refresh loop.
I get real crowded in there.
Did we rule that Flickie's allowed to crit on spells?
If they have an
You're always-
if they have an attack roll, you're allowed to crit on them.
Yeah, you can always crit on anything that you're making some sort of attack roll on. So if you're making a spell attack,
Dylan, you're up.
you can make
Sorry,
a
one sec. I was freezing, so I had to rebuild.
There was, I saw some like
noticed.
level 20 wizard capstone that was crits on spells or something to the extent. I was just confused.
No, there's always the
But I
chance.
can't.
Okay,
I couldn't give
just
it
for the
anyways, and I
sake of
didn't take the feat.
Sakeness, I'm gonna move.
In fact, you can
I'm gonna
even
use
take
another cast
feats.
of magic missile.
You could technically take a
Can an
a
improved
critical specialization on like ray spells
yeah.
or melee touch spells
Oh,
that would
yeah.
increase your threaten range.
Well, like how Flickie has weapon focus ray, so all of his ray spells have +1 on their attack rolls. Okay. It's kind of hard for Flickie to see this because it's around a corner, but Sugtok sees several magic missiles fly in, pound themselves into the jelly, and then the jelly stops undulating as much and just kind of settles down to the carpet of corpses in this cavern.
I stick my thumb out of the hallway like this, and he just sees it like there's the 4 dancing lights swirling around a thumbs up.
Hell
Got him.
yeah.
Is there anything else back there, Sugtok?
Looks like the back of the well and a fuckload of bodies. That's about
Gross.
That's about it. I'm gonna look around a little more just to take a closer look, see if there's anything else in here.
Specifically, I'm looking to see. Specifically, the flavor text, now that I found it, is the walls of this flooded cave are encrusted with filth and sludge. A mound of awful, sloppy mud, bones, and other refuse lies near the center of the cave, below a 5-foot hole diameter in the ceiling. 5-foot diameter hole in the ceiling.
Do I
is
see
there a
anything in the
hole in the
hole? Is there
ceiling?
like a ladder or a way up?
It's full of water. You can just swim up it right now.
Can I swim up? Yeah, I want to swim up the hole.
You swim up the hole and emerge in the torture chamber, where you fought the Shell Sentinels.
Oh, so I'm right here now?
Yeah.
Neat.
So
I'm
they were
going to
just-
jump back down
They
and
were
say,
just
guys,
dumb shit that they were done torturing with down there.
So here's the funny thing. Remember when you were fighting the Shell Sentinels and you were busy navigating around that thing and I had you making checks to see if you fell in the well and sank because of your armor?
yeah.
Imagine if you'd fallen into that thing.
Oh, God. That would have been fucking awful.
Oh, yikes. I
It
didn't
all
think-
just pieced together. Oh, no. Well, Thundering Drums came in pretty fucking clutch. Happy with
Yeah, that was
that
nice.
result.
You return,
Oh my
it
god.
seems.
In your
Hold
heads.
on, wait.
In your
In
heads, in
Infernal.
Infernal.
In Infernal, in my head, I'm thinking, sure, Sagat, can you hear me?
Don't say it. Don't do the thing.
And I wait for a response.
It's not a mind reader, it's a telepath.
I say, well, if we're even going to think about this, I think we should do like a brap, 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 and do like a Pokemon heal by going upstairs to sleep for a minute.
Talk more tomorrow?
Well, if it's talking to us, I mean, we could try to negotiate with it.
We could also debate cliffhangering it there before we start a whole
Yeah, it's
conversation
10:30.
with something
if
that
we-
Yeah.
It is almost 10:30.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no matter what you guys are gonna do, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here.
Okay.
All right, so next session
Oh.
we've killed a bunch of mini guys, and we got to decide if we want to go in and talk to him immediately or go and rest a little.
the disembodied voice of something that we're all a little
Definitely
bit
rest.
scared of.
I've still got 2 third-level spells. All of my seconds and 5 of my first. I don't have spell kenning is the only thing, so I can't make our weapons good.
But if I were to rest, I could give 2 companions stone skin, just in case.
Ooh.
Or, I mean, like,
But that's just what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but, I mean, we'd have to re-up on water breathing, depending on how long that
Well, that's-
takes.
He's got a staff to give it to
I
us
could
for
just
4
do
hours.
the same
yeah.
thing. I've got the rod that's just...
Now that he's got
3
that
times a day, I
extend
can
rod,
just double my
it's
shit.
fucking awesome. Because we can just stand together
Yeah,
by
water
the
breathing's
well
no issue.
and have him.
I mean, like, in a meta sense, it's just going to take more time to go upstairs, do more prep, come down here.
Oh yeah.
When
Well,
I
we'll talk
really
to him
doubt
when
we're going to be
he's here.
actually fighting Shorshagat, unless, like, you know, one of you guys just decides to go gung-ho, jump into the water.
I was. So Shursagat didn't respond to
Oh,
me.
yeah, no, you're
He
good.
didn't
We
say that he
can all
could
figure
hear
this
me.
out next session for sure.
You
Tim,
disturb
we can't
the
hear you.
waters
Okay.
again.
Guys, can I please just tag? Just hashtag be quiet. You okay? Can I?
No, don't
I
do
say
it.
the
Don't
thing?
do it. 'Cause
All right.
No, that's we have that tucked in our pocket.
No,
He doesn't know we have that.
it's much more interesting if we just cliffhanger as soon as he says that line.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get out of here. Let's get our experience.
So I
and
asked if
wrap
he
the
could
fuck
hear us,
up.
and then he said, "You have disturbed the waters." Hanger. All right.
Okay, where are my... There they are. Okay. For opening the vault door, beating the gold pebble, and the globster, you guys get 1,600 experience points.
1,600. All right. So
So
what's
that puts
that?
us at 373.
Thir-
Wait, we were 35,750.
So you guys are at 37,350.
37,3.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Wow, only 14K to go.
Dude, level 7 hit a lot harder than I thought it was going to, and you can still learn that floor of magma glass spell if we find you a scroll of it, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like-
I can copy that shit
That
into my book.
spell in combination with Thundering Drums is a wombo combo. Like, that's a mean set of moves.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun.
And then it being prone means Tib'resh can come in and just shit all over its day. And then if it's prone, it's denied its dex bonus.
Well, fuck
so
yeah.
Tenebrae is getting
Oop,
sneak attack
I froze.
damage. There's a lot of good from that spell. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, 7 is where all of a sudden we can start like really like team working instead of just being good individually while we're in the
Yep.
same room. You know what I mean?